Hey y'all, how are y'all doing? What y'all up to today? You ready for some BS? Typical BS? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? You guys all holding down the fort out there? Some of y'all aren't doing very well. I know that. But we're gonna do a little fuckery, a little correction of misinformation, a few clips. You know the deal. I've got a lot pulled up to try and get through. But before I even get started, please remember tonight at 8, I think it's 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, 6:30 my time, 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. Join us on Duchesses. We are going to be doing and going over Paul Flores's case. So that's a really interesting one. WTAF, I got you. I'm gonna correct that for you. It was on that's why I had it available. I just had to go grab the link and the timestamp for you, but that's why I had it already ready to go, because I will be talking about that today. Because I'm going to call some people out on their hypocrisy, some of their fake fuckery, typical BS. So, thank you, Kay. All right, let's get into it. First and foremost, thank you for the membership milestones. Much Endeavors, member for 7 months. Kraken, member for 2 months. OG Shorty, member for 7 months. Thank you guys for being members over here. Much appreciated. Okay, you guys, as soon as I've been checking my YouTube studio, I don't know how long it is until YouTube does updates their system, and I will have the gifting fundraising option. But as soon as I have that option, I'm going to go through and look at the charities that are available to select from. And then I will choose a top 5, and then we will decide, and then we will do a stream for charity and discuss that as soon as I am able to. Give me 1 second. Dexter heard you guys. You guys are being too loud over there. Can you quiet it down? Dexter heard you, so we're not going to get away with not giving treats. Here you go, Bubba. There you go. All right, and now we got to give the cats their treats too. Oh, here you guys go. Now, hold down the fort while I'm busy. All right, are you guys ready for some fuckery? You ready to talk all that shit today? I'm just in that mood. I don't know what is going on with me. Of course, when am I not in the mood, really? I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't enjoy talking the shit. And yes, I made a panel appearance. You guys, I'm doing drive-bys these days. If you have the audacity to lie on me, and then I catch you on a panel lying about something else, or being forgetful about all the BS that you're involved in, chances are I'm going to do a drive-by and check your ass, because I'm just in that phase of fuck around and find out. I got the time and I'm feeling froggy. And some people just deserve it. All right. All right. Beware Marching Band. Hello. Sue's Music City Mom Whispers. Rondi, Pika, Duchess, Carla. Thank you guys for the congrats. Luca, Rocky. Your Roscoe's running out of tinfoil. Hey, Steph. Hey, Lurker. Hey, Angie, OG, Bo, Crazy Crystal, Janice in Accounting. I still got to get that done. Tebow, Chatty. Thank you guys. Chris, Squish, Terdine. Oh, the earthquake. Yeah, that's crazy. Honey Badger, Up to Good. Diana, Thor, Riverhouse. Minor damage, thankfully. Oh, good. The tsunami warning's been canceled. That's great. Hey, me. Sorry if it's a little windy. I'll go in a minute. Forever Army. Oh, thank goodness, Terry. Flower Nana, Avi, Zoya. The Deflectionist. Heck yeah, Thor. I got the cutest picture of Luna or not Luna, Smush and Whiskey. Kenzie's sleeping and they are like protecting her. Whiskey's sitting right on her hip, just staring at me like, I dare you. And Smush is curled up in her legs. It's the cutest thing. CLK, Robin, Petty. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can. Aries. We're going to have to go in. It's windy. Catherine. It's so nice here, though. Sorry for all you guys that got snow. We got shit. Kay, Jojo, Midnight Shadow, Lucia, Brook and Bougie, Liberty Farmer, Death Grips. Now Nana's not drunk. Sorry, I'm not sighing at you guys. I'm sighing because I'm out of breath. Tracy and WTAF, I got you. Sheila, Cash. Oh, we got shit. Thank you. I look like crap right now. Hey, Tia Maria. Hey, that Ellen. Kay, Maria, Shelly, Heather. She's like, you think you're so funny. You laugh at your own. Hell yeah, I laugh at myself. Yeah, because I didn't realize I could trigger somebody that fast. Hey, Rosa Sharon. Hey, Taste and Amaze. Kraken. Fit and Curvy. Rhonda Rue. Elizabeth. Mother of Two Boys. Peanut Shell. Saturday Search. Kimberly. Cat's Eye. Lilith. Patricia. People get so irritated that I say hello in the beginning. It's because I barely catch comments during. Hindsight's 2020. Kitty Coo. Jennifer. Never Say Never. JC. Just Robin. Thank you for being a member for a month. Lucia, Whispers in the Shadow for 6 months. Dazed and Amazed for 2 months. Hey, Trish. Thank you guys so much. Chasing. I know. And Chasing, I just so everybody knows, I wasn't going up there to White Knight for Chasing. And that wasn't even the point. I was just trying to make a point of what a hypocrite that, but I'm going to get into a little of that. Hey, Nature Rocks. I don't know what happened, though, because I got a phone call and then Chico went live and then I was on the phone with insurance. Hey, Brianna, Phoenix. So I don't know what all took place after I bounced out. I'm just doing drive-by these days. Blueberry, Miss Leah, Happy Beach. Everybody's welcome here. As long as, like, don't bring your shit here. Everybody's welcome here. It's a mixture of all communities. You're all welcome here. I get along with people from all over the place. And if you don't like each other, block each other. Don't start your shit in my chat. I'll be starting shit and we can follow along. Thor, sending them right over. Mimi Ave. That sounds so ridiculous. I'll be starting shit. You guys can't. Just joking, though. No, Jennifer, I will not do wish lists for Dexter and the fur babies. They are so spoiled. I appreciate you guys so much, but no, you guys have family and loved ones and stuff to take care of during the holidays. That is the last thing that needs to be done is these spoiled brats having more treats. But thank you. Hey, Jen Trex. Hey, Michigan Wifey. Midnight Shadow. Oh, you guys are too sweet. Hey, Jill. Icy One. Captain Sabo to the rescue. I just don't. I find it fucking funny. Okay. Penny for your thoughts. I'm sorry. I do not get upset about this shit. This is the internet, people. Hey, Barb. Hey, what is true? Betty MCW. Peppermint Tea. Darby C. Dear Terms of Service. Oh, let me catch up. Lisa, JD, Lynn Love and Light, Delta Dawn, Aaron, Steph. I'm doing good. How are you guys? Shaggy, thank you so much for the gift and memberships, y'all. Welcome to the cabana. Sweet and Sleuthy, you're in that mood too? I think it's just, well, truly, I'll tell you guys after the fact what's going on the last couple of weeks. True love has 4 paws, and you guys will understand why I'm spazzing out over here. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I do not mean to use that word. I forget that that is actually seen as derogatory. Sorry, please excuse me. And I'm not being sarcastic. I always forget that that is, I hardly ever use it. So titanium built, but I know better. Sandra Neal, Gypsy Trails, Lily Polly. All right. Hartley, Leo the Linus, there's Dexter again. Perry, KB, Kathy, all you guys are in here today, ready to go. Look at you guys. Toots, Carrie, thank you. Carrie, I watched, I'm going to forget the name of the channel though. It was the girls' night stuff that you shared the other day. I caught that after. What a fun time that was. That was a new crowd of people, but I watched the replay and I enjoyed it so much. I will have to try to catch you guys next time you guys do that and come say hi. Hey, Skip. And I hope you're doing as well as you could be, Carrie. I've been thinking about you and your family. Snowflake's Nightmare, Teresa, Hazel Eyes, Not That Karen. I'm trying, hurrying. Let me get through it. Claus, good to see you. Hypocrisy. We're all, can we all just acknowledge it? Can we all just acknowledge every one of us is a hypocrite? I mean, let's be honest here. Every one of us is a hypocrite. Every one of us has inherent bias. We all do. Kim, that was so much fun. Victoria, Notorious Ash. Thank you for understanding my point. I'll get to it. Hold on. Pristine, Misty Blue, Betty Boop. Holy shit. Okay, make sure I'm caught up. There goes that plane again. Can you tell? They need a no-fly zone when I'm live. Do they not know? Shelly Joe, these streets are a dumpster fire. They've been a dumpster fire, though. If I'm being honest here, you guys, I think I just have this attitude because this is what I've seen for so long. Carrie, thank you for being a member. Lisbeth, Tortitude, Senrisa, Laura Jean. Okay. Akira, Frenchy Tribe, Ryan Apple Snapple. I don't want anybody to feel left out. Misfit Cooter, Alpha Male, Kathy Clock the House, Ryan Apple Snapple, Casey. Gosh, I can't read this fast anymore. We Gob Sheet. Oh no, wait, that's We Frosty. We got We and We. We got the Wees in the house. Twin Thang. My chat can be really nice at times. Yes, they can be. Midnight Rocker. They can also be very blunt. Yes, I know better. I know that, and I don't even know why I said that truthfully, but as soon as it came out, I was like, damn it. But truly apologize because I know better. Marcy, Feisty Nana. It is beautiful outside, isn't it? TK. Erwin. Yes. See, Erwin, will you explain what it means? I just learned this too, how offensive it is to some people. So again, I rarely use it, but in stuff like that, I'm trying to do better. Pistol Amy. I've got a million other words I can want or use. Chantel. I'm learning things. And if it wasn't for you guys, sometimes we wouldn't know. NJ. Okay. Okay. I think I got everybody. If I missed you, sorry. Nature rocks. But we need to get going. Dear Terms of Service, I saw you. Leo the Lioness. I think I got Note to Self. Hello, Spitfire. Air Force Vet. Murph. Okay. I think I caught most of you. If you come in, well, I'm going. Gray One, hello, Captain Ganja. Holy shit, you guys are deep in here today. Okay. BJ, let's go. We're going to start out with BJ because I can. And some misinformation was flowing. So let's go. Last night, we're going to start about the 20-minute mark. She had some other things to say, but I'm not interested in that. But I have some timestamps I am interested in correcting stuff on. Okay, this falls under fair use. BJ, I'm leading on the answers to my questions too. If you, by the way, if you do come in here and want a link, tell me, and I will gladly drop a link and we can have a discussion here if you would like to, instead of doing this back and forth, like reviewing each other's streams and asking questions. I mean, we can do that too. It doesn't matter to me. But here we go. Buckle up, friends. Get your helmets on. Your shit kickers, your shit waiters.
You guys think? Let's read it together. Let me drop the link to the channel. Somebody wants to come up. Sarah, always afraid of something like that happened to me. Hope you feel better soon. Wait, what happened? Hey, Sarah, what's going on?
Oh, she's sped up. Y'all know she's already sped up. I'll slow it down because it's that too. All right, let's roll. For those of you that don't know what At Night is up to now, this is why I'm starting here. So last night, At Night made a new post. BJ happened to be live late at night. So of course she reviews this new breaking information. We're not going to stick on BJ though. I've got a few things to inlay and a few other creators to discuss and kind of wind this through per usual, but we're starting here.
All right, links dropped, I think. Okay. Let me see. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. Hopefully you guys don't have to drive in the snow. Yeah, hopefully no one has to drive in the snow. I hope everybody is staying warm. Cognizance and Crime says, I usually get behind Nick on what he's saying, but with this one, I'm really not sure. I truly believe he did make it home.
Well, she's taken a link over here before, just to be fair. She has taken a link over here before. She doesn't have to, of course. Like, I'm not trying to make her into a show or a back and forth, but the offer is always there for her. Like, I have no problem.
That's why I see you guys. That's why you want to stay on camera, Reality? Okay. That's why I want to talk to you guys about it, because wow. Well, hello, ladies. Hey, Nana. Hey, Reality. Hey, how are you? Oh, hello. How are y'all?
There's a character from a movie that Reality reminds me of, and I cannot remember. It's not a bad thing. I can't remember who it is.
Good. How are you? I'm all right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm frustrated. Quite a bit. I don't appreciate what's being said right now and done, but it is what it is. What can I do about it?
Yeah, true.
Well, I have a question, Brittany.
Yes, ma'am.
Why do you think that the attacks on you, do you think it's connected to your support of Seth? And
so that's allegedly Innocent talking, aka Jules, who is supposedly a mental health professional. She is asking Brittany if she thinks the attacks on Brittany are related to her supporting Seth. Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're acting this out as a way to try to stop your coverage of what's going on with Sebastian?
I've thought about that.
Right? It seems like it has just...
Speaking for myself and myself only, absolutely not. I don't care what she covers. It's how she covers it, but I'll show you some displays.
Escalated to the craziest level.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, is this really about Brittany, or is this really about them trying to shut down conversation?
Mm-hmm. Well, see,
Conversation.
It was an issue before, but
it didn't get so weird as it is now.
That was why they asked me about taking part in this filing.
Yeah.
I can't really say a lot about it, but I can say that, because if you notice, they single us out and they put us in a box. Like, they'll say me and Josh and Justin. And it's always the people that supports. They called us a propaganda. Well, according to BTM, we're propagandists, but
I know
propagandists.
Mm-hmm.
You're misinformation pushers, truly. And I don't single you guys out. There's a bunch of you. You're just one of the bigger creators that really holds on to things and doesn't get it.
So, yeah, I believe so. I do.
It's so crazy.
Because if you notice,
that's their noise, not mine.
It's always the same people.
Yeah.
Always.
But what's happening now, Jules? I have never seen anything like this.
What was the interest in the bus stop? How did that come about? of Jones's kid.
I have
I'm going to fast forward through this because those creators will address what they want to out of that. That is not my interest in why I'm talking about this. But I find it ironic that, well, I'll get there.
her child's bus stop now. Like, she's out of control. She's absolutely out of control.
And I'll say this, wrong is wrong on all accounts. I've been saying this, screaming it from the rooftops. I think multiple people are wrong. I think all of the situations are wrong. If you want me to name them out by name, I've already done that. I've been here. I've been saying the same thing. There's so many people doing low, dirty stuff, and it is what it is, and it keeps cycling around.
And tonight she was telling people to, I don't even know why. I guess because I had said that she was wrong for what she did. I barely even spoke on her.
But one thing I'm going to address, considering I did kind of confront Tiffany Marie today. All of these people are taking these hardcore stances of what they stand against. Meanwhile, a lot of you stood by and didn't say a fucking word, didn't care when Tiffany Marie was throwing Duchess's house up and her neighborhood up on thumbnails in her community wall. Where was this energy then? Nobody really seemed to give a shit. In fact, I think I'm the only one that spoke out about it. The hypocrisy exists with every person. It depends on who you're close to. It depends on what you see, what you know is being done. But that happens over and over again. But you are friends with people that do this. So don't ever say that you don't sit with CPS callers, especially Tiffany Marie, when Molly Golightly just within the last 2 weeks admitted that she called CPS on somebody. It is what it is. But don't be trying to play this like, well, you sit with this person and you're friends with this person, when all of you at one point in time have sat there and condoned a lot of the foul shit that's being done. Where's that energy, though?
At that moment, and she started telling people to call and check on my kids, which is, we know that's a dog whistle for CPS. Her and Jay for Justice.
I didn't watch that, but I have heard and saw in the comments that wasn't actually being said. I don't know. I can't confirm. There's that.
They're all telling people to unsubscribe from other people's channels.
I have never told anybody to unsubscribe from a channel either. That's not Becky.
That's against terms of service.
This is so weird.
You're not supposed to do that.
I've never seen it. Like, obviously, people do this cutthroat, dirty stuff on YouTube. It's no.
Yeah, Duchess, I can't think of one that I've sat with either. Like, truthfully, I don't know not one person I consider a friend from YouTube has called CPS on anybody.
The new, but not outwardly like this.
She did center too, remember?
Mm-hmm. I think she's losing her mind.
And I'm not giving passes on any of the shit. Please understand that. I'm just not interested in going into all of it because most of these creators do this to the victims under the guise of true crime. They walk through their floor plans. They ask for all the information on a friend of the mother of a missing child outwardly, publicly, and nobody has that energy. So I'm saying wrong is wrong across the board, but it's especially grimy when it's being done to a family going through their worst time. We don't have that energy for most of the time when that happens.
So I don't know. I hope it stops soon though, because this is ridiculous.
I agree.
Oh, Eddie, hi.
Hey, Eddie.
He's down there.
Yeah, I made it over here just in time. I was just live streaming over on my channel.
Yeah, I missed it. Oh gosh, I hate it. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
back and replay it tomorrow. I'm off. I'll replay you.
But
T-Pac said, real quick, T-Pac said she tried going on top of you at night. Your subs don't mix with her, so it's no impact. T-Pac, she does that to everybody. Here's the thing. For the most part, I don't share subs with her. Thank God I don't share subs with her. Because she likes to have control and try to take people down and by doing things like that.
Oh my
I
God.
don't have the same subs as her. Thank God. I don't have to worry about that.
This is so stupid. Subs go where they want, do what they want.
How are you doing, Eddie?
so I will fess up because I'm waiting for one day just to troll that channel. I am a subscriber of that channel. I was gifted a membership, and I'm just waiting till I have the kahunas to post a comment.
I'm going to skip forward again because they're going to kind of go into the weeds here on some of this.
You know, like I have never seen.
But I'm going to say it again. You sit by Spanky and call him one of your good friends when he does this and has walked through. In fact, I think you've been on panels walking through the layout of Chris and Katie's home. That's about as real life as it gets. asking for information on Katie's friend Lori. That's about as real life as it gets. So I'm sorry, but I just don't see how you even are taking a stance on any of this shit when you do and your friends do this. And you've also sat by and laughed and thought it was great when Tiffany Marie thought she was playing a video of my minor child. She, in fact, said she thought my child was a minor. She's an adult. And no, I don't give a fuck about her playing it because Kenzie didn't care either. But she thought it was a minor. So don't be telling me that any of you think kids are off limits or all that bullshit when you do all of this stuff. I'm just over it.
The slander so much in my life that Seth has gotten.
Oh, the slander.
Call themselves true crime. And then they
Here we go.
throw dirt on other people. You know, like I have never seen the slander so much in my life that Seth has gotten.
Oh, I know.
Okay. I have never seen so much hate in my life.
The man cries for his son, and they mock him and call him a whiner.
Correct.
Get that?
You know,
Really?
like you could.
But if Katie rocks or takes a deep breath, she's not crying hard enough, or she's not acting the right way, or yeah, okay.
Have your opinion, that's fine, but keep it professional.
Right.
Mhm.
You're a content creator. You have a level of responsibility.
That's what I said today.
Okay.
No, you guys, she just played a video of my daughter. My daughter's 22. Mackenzie, everybody knows Mackenzie. Mackenzie is a mod on my channel. My daughter is 22 years old. She was driving me home from a procedure, but Tiffany had to give her dissertation and go over that video when she thought it was a minor child. So that's what I'm saying here. Like, she was trying to take a heavy stance on, oh, everybody's against this and I don't agree with, fuck out of here. Whatever. That's the first video she went for, was trying to do that. And then she put a jock strap on my head, shaming special needs. Then she compared me to a woman that is transgender and tried to shame me that way. Like, yeah, she's all the foul shit. Meanwhile, she also put Duchess's neighborhood up on her thumbnail, docs Duchess, all of that shit. Like, it is what it is.
Hey.
I don't give two shits about her. She's irrelevant as day one when I didn't know who she was.
I can understand if you're under 21 years old and you're 19, 20, and you're a content creator. You're still going to have the mindset of a child, to be honest. And good seeing you, Dumpling.
Hey, Dumpling.
I do have to say one thing. I want to apologize to you, Dumpling, for things in the past. I hope you forgive me. Just wanted to make sure she heard it. But the thing is I lurk because I'm a true crime junkie. I lurk and I listen to other people and I read comments. And I wish I could just reach through and say, why do you think that way?
Yeah, right.
No. I know, Eddie.
You know,
Me too.
I would
Me
like to
too.
call them and say, hey,
Come for Kenzie and I'll let her unleash.
why do you think that low of a person?
Mm-hmm.
How would you feel if somebody thought that low of you
Why do
and they
you?
were talking that stuff about you? How would you feel? You wouldn't
Why
like
do
it,
you-
would you?
Yeah, or why do you demand? Why? I mean, this part gets me right here. They try to critique how this man, Seth, should feel about the situation with his child, and it's like, why do you continuously just overlook the fact that we have 5 CPS calls that this poor man?
We do not have 5 CPS calls. Factually speaking, we do not have 5 CPS calls. How can these people not understand this? We do not factually have 5 CPS calls. We have no clue how many CPS calls have been made.
Finds out about after his son mysteriously goes missing, and the people who, well, the one that was last with the child that withheld the CPS reports from him refused to talk to him. She won't even have a conversation with this man and tell him anything.
Nope.
Like, and then he's finally like kind of starting to get angry, and people are like, "You're evil. How dare you?" What world is this?
Yeah.
What
I mean-
world
And
is
Seth,
this?
if you can hear me, Seth, and I'm pretty sure you.
Some things that you were, I guess, some things were brought to your attention recently that really shocked you, Seth, that really kind of shook you.
Again, this is May 13th, about the 46-minute mark.
What is that?
Everybody already knows what you're talking about, Pascal. Other creators have been on it. Tony mentioned it last night in TikTok. Yeah, I have the DCS records for that house.
DCS records for that house. Okay, can you explain to me, because I know it's the Department of Children's Services, correct? So it's basically CPS, but Tennessee's version of CPS, correct?
Correct.
So what exactly did you?
So what is different now that Tony spoke about it on the Mr. and Mrs. E's versus when he spoke on it on May 13th on Pascal's? What's different? The number 5? Is that what we are talking about?
What did you learn? What was shed? What light was shed on you?
No, my eyes are open to a lot of things, and no, I can't share it with you. First of all, DCS reached out to my attorney, and because social media gets around, they reached out to my attorney. My attorney reached out to me, and I told them I had no plans of releasing any of this stuff at all. But I know it. I know what happened. I know the reports that were going on. I have a lot more understanding of what was happening in that house now.
Okay, so you are not going to release the information?
No.
Why not? The reason why I asked this, Seth, is because it could give more insight on why your son may have ran away, why your son may have disappeared. I mean, if it's not to the public, have you at least given it to law enforcement?
Oh, Sumner County has had it from the get-go.
Yeah, they've got it.
You know, I've been out. I've been in contact with TV.
So what was just confirmed right there? That Sumner County has had it from the jump. Law enforcement has known about this from the jump. So we don't know, again, how many reports there are, but one thing we do know is that law enforcement has had this information from the start. Again, I remind you, this was May 13th that this was discussed on Pascal's show. So what is the difference now? Why is the big push now?
TBI didn't have it, and I advised TBI to turn around and request the unredacted records because I got the redacted ones, and I told them that they need to request the unredacted records and they need to look at it.
Okay, that's something I didn't know that they had. It. Tony, can you expand on that?
County.
Oh, go ahead, Seth.
Tony hasn't seen the records. I haven't shared them with anybody but my attorney.
Wow.
We have, for full transparency, we have discussed some of the things in those records very vaguely, but he's under legal advisement not to share those, Pascal.
I see.
With the public.
Okay. I get it. It's just shocking information. And I'm sure. So you're saying that there's more incidents that happened where CPS showed up to the house beyond just the belt situation with Mr. Proudfoot. Am I correct or am I wrong?
Yes.
And supposedly the CPS wasn't even involved with the belt situation. So there's that.
Are we talking multiple? Or are we just talking about like
digging.
one other incident?
You're digging.
He's digging, isn't he? He's digging.
Saying, hey,
He's
I gotta
trying.
ask these questions.
He's trying to get to the meat.
Yeah.
Just trying to get to a little bit. I'm just trying to get a little bit.
Church.
So what changed between May and now? Anybody want to answer that for me? What happened between May and now? May, they wouldn't disclose what was in there. They were talking about numerous. They were confirming that law enforcement has had this all along. So where's the big push now? What's changed now?
I mean, we could talk about church another time, but right now I'm asking that
what
question.
you tell me every time.
Okay.
We talk about church another time.
Yeah, because we're talking about Sebastian right now, right? We're talking about Sebastian right now. So
Lisa, the amount hasn't changed. He got them all at this time in May. His attorney requested them and they got them all. They knew all along, supposedly, if there's 5, they've known all along that there was 5. And Seth confirms that law enforcement had all of these. He suggested that they requested the unredacted versions, but he is confirming that law enforcement has had all these too. So again, what has changed? just putting a number to it now, I guess.
I want
Maybe
to.
God's going to give you the answer the next time you're at church.
There it is. Okay, fine.
We'll talk to you. We'll
We're
talk
gonna-
to you. We'll talk to you about this at the vigil.
There it is. We go. Oh, at the vigil.
Oh, yeah, that you said that you told me you were showing up for.
I will definitely come through. It's this weekend, right? But you guys are you guys doing a ride through up to a particular place, or is that a separate vigil? Can you
No, we're
explain
fine.
that to me?
We're doing
Lisa, you're fine. That's the only thing that's changed is the number being put to it. Let's go back to this. I've got more to put in here because I'm going to remind you of another timeline when these started getting really big push behind them. And what's interesting is around October 10th. Anybody remember what was going on October 10th? Anybody in the chat remember what happened around October 10th? And what came after October 10th in the lead up within the days after? I'm going to play this. We'll see if you guys can remember.
You can. I wish I could just give you a hug.
Yeah, man. Me too.
I wish
hate
I wish
this
I could
man.
just reach through and give you a hug, bro. I hope you received my email that I sent to you with my phone number in it. You know, like I was saying, it's just sad.
Yeah.
You know, we have a missing child by the name of Sebastian.
Yep.
And when you go live and you got that boy's name in your description, make sure you talk about Sebastian, not his
Right.
dad, not his mom, not his stepdad. Talk about him.
Right.
He should be the focal point. When we talk about cases, the victim is the focal point. Everything else comes together.
Yep.
You know, because, and I've shared this with many people, unless you've been on the other side, you have no place to judge or to criticize. Unless you're Steph, CP, KP, you have no place to judge. They're
Yeah.
all going through something. Steph
Agree.
is more, he more vocalizes it. He expresses it more. Okay. And I feel for the man. I really do. When he talks, I really, when I watched the live stream where he talked about his son, and I had tears in my eyes. When you lose a child, you don't understand. Then you understand. Until then, you don't really understand. A lot of people don't understand, and they're just hateful.
Well, I think
It's
what
time
they don't
people
understand.
start looking in the mirror.
Yeah, but Eddie, I think what they're not understanding is when we review these cases and we go through what they say and how they portray themselves, what we're doing is we're trying to figure out where is Sebastian, what happened to Sebastian. And when you see somebody that says the things that they say about Sebastian and how they talk about Sebastian, you know, you can't help but feel, why are you doing this? Why are you talking like this when your child's missing? Why would
Yep.
you not have sympathy, you know, for your child, you know?
Yep.
So they're taking it, the other side is taking it as we're,
Mods, will you do me a favor just to be nice? One of you drop BJ's link in the chat. I have put it in a few of my descriptions. I'll take her in the title of this, but just to be fair, she did it the other night in her backhanded stuff, so I'll do it in my backhanded shit today.
we're accusing him. I have never accused any of the parents for doing anything.
None of us accuse. We don't accuse them. That's the thing.
Oh, this ain't gonna age well.
No,
We
no.
just question. All we
We're
do
just-
is question the things that are questionable, that we have a right to question.
Yes,
Nobody
you
has
have.
said that they harmed or are responsible for what happened to Sebastian. But
Nobody said. I'm going to back that up and play at regular speed.
Any of the parents for doing anything.
none of us accuse. We don't accuse them. That's the thing.
No,
We
no.
just question. All we
We're
do
just-
is question the things that are questionable, that we have a right to question.
Yes,
Nobody
you
has
have.
said that they harmed or are responsible for what happened to Sebastian. But when you have, I cannot, I'm going to stress it till I'm blue in the face. When you have 5 CPS reports in a
Mhm.
span of a year and a half. And we have evidence that the parents were trying to get him out of the house.
Yep.
We have
Oh,
to
but
ask questions.
But Brittany, the latest is they're saying we don't have proof of those. Nobody has proof of that. Nobody has. That's all. That's all the all. It was all said by Tony, and nobody
No,
believed Tony.
well,
Nobody liked Tony. So
no.
that's the big thing right now is everybody's
Okay,
saying
well,
show
how
the
is that?
proof, show the proof.
Okay, well, we have two of their spokespersons that are the ones that put this out.
There were dates.
You know what I mean?
There are dates on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Well, I know that, but what I'm trying to say is this is what they're.
Where are the dates? The random dates that you guys have tried to fit into things? That doesn't quite work out. And I'm sorry. Until they are actually come out from law enforcement, all it is speculation. I'm not going to change my stance on that. Period, point blank, end of story. There is no proof of what the narrative is in those CPS reports. We don't know how many factually. There could be 5. There could be 7. There could be 12. We have no indication from law enforcement. Until we do, I will continue to remain where I stand on this. We have no proof besides their words. Do I believe that they're CPS reports? Yes. But that is all the further I'm willing to take it.
Saying, and that just makes no sense to me because it's like you're saying things, they say things that there's no proof to too, and it's like that's where I'm like Eddie. I want to jump in the.
Name it, Nana. What are we saying that's not true, Nana? Name it. Stand on it. Name names, stand on the shit, call us on our shit. Do it.
Screen and go, do you not see you're saying the same damn thing that someone else is saying, and you
really, you guys couldn't be repeating bullshit that people are spreading, could you? Oh wait,
you're I don't know, it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It frustrates me so bad. I'm like Eddie, I'm a true crime junkie, and I do go listen after they're done. I don't give them the satisfaction to listen to them while they're there. And I'm going to tell you, I was very disturbed. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will share this story with you, and I think this system needs to be corrected, especially the DCF system. So when my oldest, when he was younger, when he was beat up by her boyfriend and CPS got involved, he was only
Hang on,
5
Eddie.
at the time.
Hang on one second, Eddie. WTAF. I listen. I tell people to be as respectful as they can, but I have not accused people. I haven't. And I'm going to say it like I always say it. I am responsible for me.
You have heavily implied and allowed people on your panel to do it repeatedly.
That's right.
I'm responsible for the things that I say. Okay? I'm not pushing.
You are also responsible for allowing people to come back on your panel time and time again when they continue to say things, especially when you hold others accountable for the same very, very same thing.
They did anything. I don't know that. I've said this, and I'm going to say it one more time. My point of contention has and always has been, and unless there's other reason that I
But I got you. Hold on. I'm going to let reality throw her fit.
need to be upset even more. My point of contention is that man spanked him with a belt. Everything that CP said, that's my problem.
Yep.
And withholding CPS reports from Seth. If there was nothing to those, if those reports were merely Sebastian being a quote unquote spoiled child trying to get Chris in trouble, there would be no reason to hide those reports from Seth. But the fact that you have 5
And factually speaking, we don't know if they were ever hidden from Seth.
reports that were hidden from Seth Rogers, that's concerning, because that's grounds to me that tells me there was grounds for them to withhold some kind of truth from Seth.
And it's a pattern of behavior too.
Yes.
When you remember what Faith's mother said, her experience, she is describing exactly a man that would be consistent with having 5 CPS cases against him. Pattern of behavior.
And he also was allowed through the courts in another state, New Mexico, to have visitation. So although you're claiming and giving weight to things that have been words without proof, him having allowed visitation through the court says a lot to me. There's a lot of weight behind that.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, you have to look at those things.
Right.
I mean, I cannot willingly look past that.
Yep.
My opinion. I have a right to my opinion. So just like everybody else, but I see the pattern. And 5 CPS reports tells me something's going on.
And he outright
That's them.
he outright denied that there was an open CPS investigation at the time that Sebastian went missing. He said that the TBI had to open an investigation because CPS was reported as a runaway.
So did Seth's PI. Seth's PI said that they were likely unfounded because it was closed. Again, go back to News Nation. I don't want to play it again, but we played that over and over again. When Seth's PI, Heather Cohen, was on News Nation, besides Seth, she spoke on a CPS report likely being unfounded because it was closed.
Right?
Yes, he did. He
Correct.
totally lied. Yep.
But now
And
we
that
know
one in
that's not
January.
true.
Yeah, that one in January is still open.
That's right.
They couldn't
Oh.
close it because Sebastian went missing before they actually got to investigate.
Yes.
So how is it that even if they want to discount the other 4, how is it that no one is stopping to say, okay, wait a minute, why would this man lie, say that he, was buddy with the CPS worker that came to the house, and that Sebastian was lying to try to get Chris kicked out of the house? It's nuts. 5 reports. And someone must have been leaking information, or else those rumors wouldn't have been out there, because Seth didn't even know. He had to hire an attorney to find out the truth.
Right.
Just to mention,
Never mind. Hold on, because there's people in here that I'm sure haven't seen this. Let me go here. Hold on.
Working with law enforcement.
It would be my private.
I'm going to fast forward just to this part. If you want to see this again, it's on News Nation.
With me, and I think that's just because they had some Seth can be hard to deal with because he's going through a lot right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a lot of trauma. So what can you tell us so far about your investigation? What have you learned? What were the circumstances of the home, of his mother, of his stepdad, the thud that they heard?
Well, I can tell you that from my investigation, I believe that this is a domino effect of events. I believe that we have to go all the way back to probably December and January are going to be key months. There are a lot of events. There was a lot of turmoil surrounding Sebastian. We know that Chris Proudfoot was in the middle of a custody battle with his ex-wife. We know that the daughter did visit over Christmas break. We know that Sebastian was with Seth during that time. We know that that there was a DCS referral in, I believe, February to the Stafford home. That call was likely determined to be unfounded because the case was closed and that file is restricted at this time. I know Seth has tried to find out more about that call and he has been unsuccessful in doing so.
And that is why he got the attorney afterwards. Again, that is News Nation, April 26, 2024. Okay, back to this.
Somebody has a loose connection to their mic.
Oh, I wonder if it's me. I'm sorry. I'll mute.
So when back to the CPS, they never informed me that there was a case on my son until
I'm going to fast forward it just a minute here.
Correct. I have never stated that.
Oh, hold on. I missed that one spot. Hold on.
They
Sorry.
never informed me that there was a case on my son until I found out from my son's mother. So
Hold up,
I'm
hold
just
up a
putting that
second.
out there.
Wait a minute. What's that person's name up there on the screen? No,
Wait a minute. Hold up. Reality chimes in.
I have never said any such thing. Do not make any accusation like that towards me. That is incorrect. I have never stated that.
The comment says, well, Reality has most definitely accused and called CP a child A, so there has been accusations over here.
They're all coming after me, it looks like, Brittany.
Oh, we're coming after you, huh?
We got your back.
Thank you.
Really?
I have never said any such thing.
Oh,
Reality, it's happening because I see it. I see it in the hate channels. They are coming after you now. They've stopped on me and they're coming on you, and they'll be back on me tomorrow.
oh my God, nobody's going after either one of you. Calling you on your bullshit because you take panel all the time over there isn't coming after you.
They can't
Just
get
ignore
to
it.
me. I'm too
Well,
strong.
just ignore it.
I'm too strong, but I'm going to say that I've never stated that. If I've said something, I'm going to admit to it, but I did not. And people need to stop lying on me.
Okay, since you said that people are lying on you, here. This is from October 17th, 2024. It's amazing how memory slips people around these places. All right, here you go. This is from Allegedly, in my opinion, with Brittany J, her backup channel.
Really stupid. Instead, you need to look at who's on the other end of this whole thing and realize that it's a 15-year-old kid, and we do, regardless of what comes out or not, we know there are multiple CPS calls, and one as early as a month ago. Before, or not a month ago, but
So why are you fucking trying to make a big deal out of it now? Back in October 17th, you were saying that you knew that there was multiple. So what's the change now? You knew that there was multiple back then. So where's this big push in December? Oh, emotional manipulation, potentially. Damage control, potentially. Riddles that aren't landing, potentially.
a month before he disappeared.
January.
Yeah, January 23rd.
But there were multiple reports. So
Wait a
there's more
minute.
than
Hold on
one.
a minute. Hold on. No. Yep, that's not true. The record should be a non-issue. To be honest, there's no proof they were even founded.
Those
Okay,
records,
you have a kid. You have multiple CPS calls to that home yet.
and I'm going
and-
to tell you this right now. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you this right now.
Listen up.
Christopher has records in New Mexico and in California.
Oh, he
So
does.
there's multiple other than in Tennessee.
Really?
Out
How?
of Seth's own mouth, he's a child abuser. CP is a child abuser per those CPS records and the information he has read on his own.
Oh, really? Wait. I could have sworn maybe I'm fucking hearing things today. Hold on here. Hold the phone. You know, I get a little dizzy over here and kind of take us on a whirlwind, but let's go back here right quick.
They're all coming after me, it looks like, Brittany.
We got your back.
Thank you. I have never said any such thing.
Reality is happening because I see it. I see it in the hate channels. They are coming after you now. They've stopped on me and they're coming on you, and they'll be back on me tomorrow.
They can't
Just
get to
ignore
me.
it.
I'm too
Well,
strong.
just ignore it.
I'm too strong. But I'm going to say that I've never stated that. If I've said something, I'm going to admit to it. But I did not. And people need to stop lying on me.
People need to stop lying on you. Maybe you should fucking stop lying on yourself.
Those
Okay,
records.
you have a kid. You have multiple CPS calls to that home yet.
And I'm going
And-
to tell you this right now. Hold on a second. I'm going to tell you this right now. Christopher has records in New Mexico and in California. So there's multiple other than in Tennessee. Out of Seth's own mouth, he's a child abuser. CP is a child abuser. Per those CPS records and the information he has read on his own. Think about it. Use logic, please.
So, according to, I'm trying.
So again, I ask, do you guys want to stop playing these games yet? Because you suck at them. Because every time we're going to come back with the receipts and lay them down on the bullshit that you're spewing. But my question is, beyond reality lying and being proven a liar, do you want to talk about why you're making a big deal out of the CPS records now when you knew about them in October? Oh, wait. Let's remind you of another place that you talked about it in October. Hold on. Let me find the right one. Well, let's see. October 12th. Would that be you talking about CPS?
To his truck, like there was a voicemail.
Yep.
I would be frustrated by that. Like, why would you not tell me the minute that it happened? There's always a excuses to call.
Seth said they had the contact. She had the emergency number. They both did.
Yeah. I don't understand that. I don't understand that at all. And then okay. I did get a message. I guess I could bring this up because according to the subscriber, it was on your channel tonight. I got somebody who emailed me immediately during your stream. I was actually driving and I had to, when I stopped at the stop sign, I read it and like I wanted to call you, but I didn't have time. A subscriber told me that on your channel, there was some. I don't even know. Never mind. I don't know if I should even say this because I don't know if it's true or not.
Type in back chat.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure that I'm being careful.
Careful you don't say, huh? CPS records were talked about in
I
May.
understand.
Listen to this.
Sorry, guys.
It'll speak volumes if they try.
All right, there you go.
Okay. Yep, he did. That's correct. Yep.
What was that? Public?
Yes. Sure did.
Okay, so I can say that.
Yes.
So Seth said that if we all saw what was in that CPS report, we would lose sleep.
Sure did.
I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say to that.
Yep. Could you hear me eating? Oh my
No,
God, I'm embarrassed.
I couldn't hear you eating.
Once again, I'm going to ask you guys, anybody remember what was going on October 10th? Did Betty have a court date in October? And did the court date not go the way they wanted it to? And was one of the reactions right after said court date that they were going to come out and release records? Didn't they actually go around claiming that he was going to be going on Pascal's the week of October 10th, between the 10th and the 15th ish. Oh, did that happen? Or am I remembering things incorrectly? Oh no, they did, but they went on Court TV. They also went on Court TV. They also went on Josh from the Labs. Spanky talked about it. Betty talked about it. We'll walk you there in just a minute. So this, again, just a reminder for those paying attention to dates, this would be October 12th. What else happened on October 12th? Well, shit. Josh from the Lab. Let's hear what this says. October 12th.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that term needs to stop being used, because if you're on a keyboard running your mouth, doing your little finger twitches, you're just a keyboard coward. There ain't nothing warrior about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean,
WTAF. I am sorry that you felt like you were going crazy. It's your birthday? Or it was your birthday. Okay. It was your birthday. I was going to say happy birthday, but it was your birthday. WTAF. I'm sorry that they made you feel like you were going crazy. You definitely weren't. These things have been said. They know it's been said. And I'm sorry that they deflected like that on you.
the muzzle's off, as Tony has said.
So Seth, when you said, if you support a child abuser, people are going to say, we don't have any proof. Are you going?
That would be very, very, very inaccurate. Like I said, we have to be very, very careful, and we have to make sure our T's are crossed and our I's are dotted. But to make that statement that we don't have proof of anything, not specifically that, but anything that we come out publicly and say would be inaccurate.
Right. So there is proof, and you're just finalizing how you're going to present it. Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly what we're saying.
Right.
We want to make sure that we're acting within the confinements of the law.
Yeah. I did that interview and I said that they're hiding from the real law. I meant it.
But how are they hiding from the real law when back in May, you acknowledged that law enforcement had these records all along? How is that hiding from the law when you acknowledge that law enforcement had that? Anybody? But not only that, then Spanky talked about this on October 13th. Let's go here. Just a quick reminder.
The quarterback, like that, I think it would have been different. Kathleen, I can assure you that the CPS reports are not coming out. Now, they may they may say something about the CPS report, but it cannot be shown. It cannot be shown at all in its entirety. So if anybody tells you that the CPS reports are coming out, they're wrong. Seth or someone, it would have to be Seth or maybe an anchor or something like that, would have to tell you what it is. You bet it's about Katie.
So why in December are we all now making a big stink out of reports that you all knew and have talked about since October 10th on? May they were brought out. Why? April they were brought out and spoke about by Seth's PI, Heather Cohen, at the time.
Kind of state that, or make us at least believe that law enforcement appear to have a lot more evidence that would suggest that there is foul play associated with this case, from statements made to these CPS reports that we're not a privy to, but we can hear from the father that sound like it doesn't sound good. Okay, whatever is in those reports sound really, really worrisome, because we see Seth's face. Okay, when he makes these statements on, say, court TV, like, I need protective orders for my son against these people. Things of that nature. I can't remember verbatim what was said in that court TV interview, but it was something to that effect. So we know it's got to be really, really, really bad in those reports. So if we know that they're really bad, we know CPS has definitely got to be working with law enforcement somehow, that this would have been an avenue that law enforcement would have looked into. So law enforcement, in my opinion, would have possession of those documentation. They would have everything that, say, Seth has. Even though Seth can't distribute that information, he still has it. And every time he speaks about this in the only way he can, it sounds a lot worse than what we have imagined. This sounds like it's a little more complicated, and it goes well past, a simple belt incident that could be misconstrued as a punishment. It sounds like it was multiple events. And I even think that Seth had stated that there were multiple events here earlier on. I can't remember if it was my interview or somebody else's interview that he stated that first, but I do remember hearing that. So
once again, how is anybody buying the new push of the new narrative? And why isn't anybody pushing back, saying we've known about this since May and April and May 13th? Again, just for the ones in the back.
And of course, at the end of the day, it's still, it's some insight into the possible dynamics that were going on inside that house before he disappeared, right?
Yes.
Now, speaking of the dynamics inside that home, I know that you said that there's some things that you were, I guess, some things were brought to your attention recently that really shocked you, Seth, that really kind of shook you. What is that?
Everybody already knows what you're talking about, Pascal. Other creators have been on it. Tony mentioned it last night in TikTok. Yeah, I have the DCS records for that house.
DCS records for that house. Okay, can you explain to me, because I know it's the Department of Children's Services, correct? So it's basically CPS, but Tennessee's version of CPS, correct?
Correct.
So what exactly did you learn? What was shed? What light was shed on you?
No, my eyes are open to a lot of things, and no, I can't share it with you. First of all, DCS reached out to my attorney, and because social media gets around, they reached out to my attorney. My attorney reached out to me, and I told them I had no plans of releasing any of this stuff at all. But I know it. I know what happened. I know the reports that were going on. I have a lot more understanding of what was happening in that house now.
Okay, so you are not going to release the information?
No.
Why not? The reason why I asked this, Seth, is because it could give more insight on why your son may have ran away, why your son may have disappeared. I mean, if it's not to the public, have you at least given it to law enforcement?
Oh, Sumner County has had it from the get-go.
Yeah, they've got it.
You know, I've been out. I've been in contact with TBI. TBI didn't have it, and I advised TBI to turn around and request the unredacted records because I got the redacted ones. And I told them that they need to request the unredacted records and they need to look at it.
So again, how is anybody confused? Holy shit, I got a few thank yous. KNS, thank you for the gifted memberships. Holy crap, thank you so much. Apple Bottom Jeans, thank you for being a member for a month. Sophia, thank you for the gift and membership. Happy Beach, thank you for becoming a member. And Electro, thank you so much for the super sticker. I don't understand why people are playing these games right now. I truly don't. It's frustrating as hell to me. Let's keep going. Does everybody remember where we've been, though? Any questions before I move forward? If I need to go back to any of those clips. The entire team, and I could go on and pull everybody else from October 10th, 12th, 13th, 14th. There was a huge push that week to bring out this narrative about CPS records. Then it kind of died down again. And now the riddles are falling flat. And now they're using that again. I don't know for sure if that's what's going on, but it just seems this back and forth game. We've known that they've claimed that there was multiple CPS reports. Everybody was aware. You've heard Brittany talking about numerous CPS reports. They called Chris a child abuser. How are we doing this again? And acting shocked. Holy shit, we're shocked. Again, there's no proof. There's no proof. None. Yeah, absolutely did. He absolutely did. I'm speeding him up. I can't take it.
We're here for Sebastian. We're going to talk about Sebastian.
Really? Reality? You guys want a quick reminder of another thing Reality said that I think people have forgotten about? I don't like to forget things, so give me 1 second, just because I'm in that asshole stage today. This title of this video is called I Forgot. Let's try it.
It's a quick little reminder of some of the things that have been said on BJ's panel that they once forgot that were said.
Oh, by the way, that's my voice. My voice. Ha, this is my video.
I wonder what happened to Britt.
She said she had to restart the computer.
Start
There
everything.
she is.
Back or all of it. Everything. I don't know why it's being stupid, but let me thank this person. Hey, Brandy. Brittany does her best, but accusatory accusations are wrong towards the mother of a missing child or a stepfather and getting mad when other channels back the mother and the stepfather. Okay, I don't. You would never, ever hear me say anything about these people's support for the Palputs. I don't, because quite frankly, to be perfectly honest with you, I think everybody has a right to their own.
Wolf Rider, I got you coming up. What was I was just going to say something. Sorry, hold on. Nonsense from the past. Wolfie, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Yay.
Own opinion and to support whom they would like,
Yeah, sure, Jan. Okay.
regardless of what I feel.
But what accusations, Brittany? Can Brandy clarify?
Brandy says, yeah, what accusations exactly?
This is just a kind of a reminder that this is WTAF. You're not losing your mind over there alone. They've done this, and Reality has done this spin quite often. It's one of her favorites. What accusations? We don't make accusations.
Do we make? Because
I don't recall any.
I don't recall any.
Reality wins. You don't recall any accusations? Is that so?
I don't
We're
either.
just taking her own words and putting it into perspective.
Yeah.
We aren't putting words in her mouth.
Mm-mm. So I'm asking for clarification.
Don't worry. I have your clarification coming right up.
And we can have a adult conversation about it. Nobody's attacking anybody. Just clarify with me.
Right. So the troll admits that the other channels do back CP and KP only correct. Wait a minute. So the troll admits that the other channels do back CP and KP only, that they're the only correct ones. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure, Samantha. Hey, Shell.
You're not attacking anyone. Is that so? Reality wins. And here's a short, sweet little clip for a reminder.
Like CP, right? So I think that's what Dog is talking about in this. Is Mama helping you, covering it all up? You know, because if you think about it, from what I've heard, allegedly, in my opinion, I could be completely wrong. It sounds like Mama foots the bill for a lot of what they got going on over there.
What exactly do they have going on over there that Mama foots the bill for?
Yep, Brittany, that has been my theory from the beginning, and I haven't changed, and I won't. No.
Oh, hell. Nana's got another theory. Imagine that.
So the parents hid the body.
Wait, did you just say that? Reality wins?
So the parents hid the body.
Yikes. I think you forgot about that accusation you made.
Well,
no,
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think she was the ringleader.
The ringleader of
Reality doesn't just call Chris Proudfoot a child abuser. She also says that they hit a body. All of this happens on Brittany's panel.
What exactly, Nana?
Yeah,
In my opinion. In my opinion.
I don't know. Okay, y'all were getting way ahead of me on this. I wasn't thinking any of that. No, I don't know. What I'm saying is
She's covering for her son.
Covering what for her son, Nana?
What I'm saying is she's helping him like always. But as far as like body, listen, we don't even know what happened to Sebastian. So we don't need to even, let's just try to one day at a time.
Helping her son do exactly what there, Brittany? I guess these were some of the accusations that they forgot about. But here it is once again.
Regardless of how I feel.
But what accusations, Brittany? Can Brandy clarify?
Brandy says, what accusations exactly do we make? Because
I don't recall any. So the parents hid the body.
I guess sometimes it's really hard for these panels to remember all of the things that are said as they're streaming. But yeah.
Whoops. Did I do that? Let's go back. Carry on.
Well,
so Eddie, when you were talking about your
so
child, yeah, go ahead. I was going
My
to say
son was 5. He was put in the hospital at the time.
Okay.
He's in his 20s now.
Fast
As
forward.
I got older,
at all, listen, we're adults. We are adults. Come on,
we are?
guys. I'm not. If you disagree with something somebody else says, just ignore it. Because this back and forth in the chat is just not at all what we're here to do. Okay. Everybody has a right to their own opinion. If you disagree, that's fine. Let's be adults. Come on. I want to go over this post that At Night put out tonight because I find it questionable and interesting. Questionable in the means of I want to know more. Like, you got to stop doing this. I need to know more. Like, where's this coming from?
Bree says, fuck gaslighting, fuck gaslighters, fuck something and liars. That looks like Bree, don't be doing Nick riddles for me and the long lie they tell. Thank you for the support. Now you're making me have to think here.
Let me read this to you guys. I'm sure most of you heard it already, but it says, this was posted, it was tonight, a few hours ago. It says, important public update on the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, December 4th, 2024. At Night, private intelligence has made significant progress in the ongoing investigation into the disappearance of 15-year-old Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. After an extensive interview of new material, we are providing the following information or the following updates. Focus on the green hoodie individual.
If there is something so breaking and urgent, it should go to law enforcement, not publicly. Dangling this stuff over the public is ridiculous. These riddles are dangerous and they're creating nothing but chaos.
We now believe that the individual wearing the olive or military green hoodie seen in the vicinity of the Texas Roadhouse on February the 25th, 2024, holds critical information about the moments leading up to Sebastian's disappearance. This person's interactions with Sebastian's family and presence at the time remain pivotal, and we are intensifying efforts to identify and speak with them. Updated assumptions. Based on new findings and analysis, At Night is now operating under the assumption that Sebastian did not return to Stafford Court, his residence, on the evening of February the 25th, 2024. This shift.
Again, people, do I need to pull that clip too of them saying that law enforcement showed a video of Sebastian taking the trash out? I'll grab it. Hold on.
In focus underscores the urgency of identifying and speaking with individuals who may have seen Sebastian in the hours after his last confirmed sighting. A call to action. Sorry, guys, for the nation. As we rapidly chase this critical lead, we ask everyone across the country to remain vigilant. If you see someone who matches the description of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, do not hesitate. Call 911 immediately. Even the smallest chance, if it could be him, is worth acting on. I'm sorry. And then it gives Sebastian's description: age 15 at the time of disappearance, height approximately 5'5", weight 120 pounds, hair blonde or brown, eyes brown or hazel. So what do y'all think? Now they're saying that they don't based on new findings and analysis, At Night is now operating under the assumption that Sebastian did not return to Stafford Court.
Okay, I'm going to take you to Web Sleuths. I'm going to pull the other one of Seth talking about it too. April 27th, 2024. This is when Chloe, the PI that was working on behalf of Seth Rogers, went on Web Sleuth.
There's lots of cameras in the neighborhood.
Yes.
But they haven't, that we know of, nobody caught Sebastian leaving the house, right?
Correct. Yes. We had a meeting with Sumner County a couple weeks ago, and they're baffled.
Like this.
He's seen getting home, and then he's never seen again.
Didn't he take out the garbage or do something?
Yeah, trash out.
So they saw him doing that, but they didn't see him.
Just for those in the back, they had a meeting with Sumner County. They were shown things. He was seen getting home. Can anybody help me out here? How is that At Night so confused? And how are these people not pushing back on it? I mean, come on, people.
Him leave.
Ever again. No.
Now let's talk about that night. When is, because I was confused when I talked to you about this earlier, so I really want to get this straightened out. When was the last time that Sebastian was seen by people other than family members?
It's my understanding it would have been the people at Texas Roadhouse.
Which was Sunday.
Yes, Sunday.
See, I thought
early
it was
evening.
Saturday. I thought it was Saturday night that he was last seen.
No,
but no?
Saturday he was at Costco. And we confirmed that with that receipt. And then Sunday was a day full of activities.
Right.
Yeah. So the last place he went before he went home was Texas Roadhouse.
Okay. And so that's the last confirmed sighting that we have where it was people, the people that weren't related
right
to Sebastian.
Right.
Okay. And again, everybody, he has just vanished. I'm just stunned because he's on camera apparently taking some garbage out, and there's cameras all over that neighborhood.
Yes.
But nobody has seen him leave.
No.
Now, if you have been following this case, you have.
So she just confirmed that he was seen taking the trash out, and he was confirmed seen arriving home. All right, that should clear that up. Carry on. Back with this.
His residence on the evening of the 25th. Wonder what that, that's been, some people have had that theory.
Yeah, but read misinformation. She said, I don't understand how Sebastian's shoes were at home and his clothes that he wore to Texas Roadhouse if he never made it home. And his phone was at home, which he had at Texas Roadhouse.
Were his clothes accounted for?
I still think he made it home. That's my opinion.
Brittany, you have been covering this case from the very beginning, and you don't know if those things were at home. Are you joking? Please tell me you're joking.
Right. What do you guys in chat think? What do you think, Jules?
Yes, the clothes are accounted for.
I personally don't know.
I mean, unless they stripped him and brought his phone home, which is very absurd, and his shoes, why? I mean, I don't know. I mean, what we have to go on, true, is that Katie said this is the clothes that he was missing in.
Mm-hmm.
What do we know? I mean, do we really know he was missing in those clothes?
Oh.
We don't have Sebastian. We don't know what Sebastian has on.
Right.
But we do know his shoes are at home, but that's what Katie says. Could they have bought him a new pair of shoes and he'll return in those clothes he wore at Texas Roadhouse? I mean, there's a lot of scenarios that can go with that, Could they have brought his phone home and put it on the counter and plugged it up? That's possible.
How are they doing this?
We don't know.
Does anybody else feel like you're going fucking crazy at this point? Seriously. I can't even imagine how the parents of this missing child feel. All three of them. For people to say they have covered this, you guys claim to be true crime. You claim to be. That's embarrassing. You claim to be true crime and you can't even piece this apart. It is embarrassing to watch you guys. flounder all over. I am embarrassed for you. I pity you. I don't hate you. I pity you. Because if your brain really cannot piece this together and you claim your true crime, God forbid. This is disgusting. To even play these stupid games to go along with Nick's riddles.
Until we find Sebastian.
This is true. This is true.
It's not
I
necessary.
wonder, I don't know. So I talked to Justin about what he saw. And
I seriously wish I didn't have something to push back on. I wish that this wasn't happening all day, every day. Now, our friend Julie, I use the term friend very, very facetiously with that, claims that her and her buddy have connections in Tennessee, that they're getting in contact with civil attorneys. Yeah. And Crime Time Buzz is still up on the, and so is Spanky on the radar today.
he did say that it looked like the guy in the hoodie handed something to KP. Like, I wonder what that's about. I don't know.
They also claimed a worker was wearing surgical gloves. Come on now, Brittany. Use your fucking brain.
I have a weird theory on that, and I think I've told you this before. I thought it was maybe a new ID form, a new birth certificate, something that they could take him away. But I'm almost changing my mind on that, because I don't know how you can hide a child like that and get his medication and everything. I don't know. It's so confusing. Until we find Sebastian, we're just going to have so many different theories. I don't know. Because the underworld could have met her and gave her a new identity form and a new birth certificate.
The underworld could, y'all, take the fucking wheel. Ash, open your trunk, please, and take these. Take them all. I need your trunk, Ash, because she just fucking said the underworld could have taken them in an ID farm. What the fuck show is she watching? Is this some like Matrix bullshit? Yeah, the underworlds. Do they have fucking fangs too? And they claim that this is true crime, you guys. True crime.
I don't know. I struggle with that one.
Yeah, that's pretty far-fetched, but I don't think they gave sleeping medicine to her, because he already was on sleeping medicine. If she wanted to, she could have just overdosed him, but I don't think she did that. I mean, I can't imagine a mother doing that to her child.
Oh, and by the way, Brittany, I heard you claimed some comments were threats again yesterday, such as you don't know what you got yourself into, things like that. Like, you don't know what you signed up for. You think those are threats? Ma'am, you are going along with Nick's riddles because you assigned yourself to a lawsuit next to these people. You're scared to push back. Let's call it what it is. You're scared, in my opinion, to push back on their bullshit because you need them. Because without them, you'd be dropped flat on your face, and people would realize that you're using a missing child to push a personal vendetta. Using a missing child. So you're kind of in a spot, aren't you, that you can't really push back because you need them. You signed up for this, just remember.
My biggest theory is that
we've had. Nana, look at these other cases with mothers and what they've done to their children.
I know, but I don't want to think that being a mother until it's actually comes to light, what happened. That's hard for me to comprehend. I think it's an accident gone wrong. I'm kind of with Justin on that. It's something happened. I was always thinking, God, I've had so many theories. It's unreal. I always thought that it was premeditated. Now I'm wondering that. Ever since Nick and Dog and the team came in, I've changed my mind about a lot of things. I don't know. I can't wrap my head around a mom doing this to her child. I just can't. But like you said, Eddie, it does happen. But
A mom doing what to her child, Dana? What exactly did she do to her child? Because there's no proof or indication that she did anything to her child. Sebastian is missing. If we're following law enforcement facts, parents have been cooperative. There's no proof of foul play, no evidence of foul play. Everything is on the table. But what exactly are you claiming she did to her child?
I don't know. I know he didn't walk out the door. I know he didn't run away because we have no proof of that, in my opinion. There's no evidence of him walking out that door. Somebody carried him out or brought him in the car or never brought him home. Those are the three scenarios.
One thing I've learned is conspiracy becomes facts.
It
And a lot of
definitely has happened.
conspiracies are facts.
You're right,
Yeah.
Eddie.
Oh, but you don't make any accusations over there, do you? Didn't we just hear them say that they don't accuse the parents of anything? Oh, okay. Oh, all right. How the fuck did we get here then?
You know how I feel about that. Yeah.
Yep. So, you know, I've tried to look at this case from different angles. You know, because when I was younger, I used to run away from home because I was being physically abused as a child. So I would run away from home.
Oh, I gotta push.
Because somebody was saying about
Sorry.
it's just mind-boggling. Okay.
No.
If I had my way, I would have never gone. It's not working.
I forget he does that.
Yeah, I haven't
Yeah, I got my foot caught on the chair.
Oh Lord, I
I
heard
did
that,
what I
but I
did.
didn't know
Well,
what it was.
I did what you did. I got my foot caught in the blanket in the chair. Oh, that's terrible. I don't need to break another hip. Thank you.
Well, where did he post it at, guys? Because I'm not seeing it.
you might have to click on his profile itself.
Didn't I?
Oh, you did. Yeah, you did. That's the most recent post. Huh? Oh, that's pinned because he pinned it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not. The pin is obviously opinion poll was a disappearance of Sebastian, premeditated. Let's see. I don't know what the toilet.
It's on at night.
So click on at night's profile,
Yes.
not Nick's profile.
All right, hold on. I was just on theirs, but all right. Okay, hold on. The heck? Hold on. I hit the wrong thing.
Scroll down to the second one on the list. At night private intelligence. Next one down. Right there, you missed it.
I'm going to switch to another clip right quick. This would be from March 11th.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, where he could have disappeared. That could have been time somewhere around that time, let's just say. I mean,
No.
you know.
Sebastian disappeared sometime Sunday night, Monday morning.
Sunday night, Monday morning. Okay. I
Because
apologize.
There's evidence, there's video proof of Sebastian with Katie Sunday evening.
Are there cameras in the house or around
No.
the actual house?
They went to dinner.
Gotcha. So they did go to dinner on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actual video proof of that.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. Well, Seth, do you have anything that you want our listeners to know about the search about Sebastian?
So was that just Seth confirming when his child went missing? I mean, you tell me. Sounds pretty confirmed to me.
I'm gonna get you some glasses, Britt.
No, hang on a second. Hang on. I was looking at something too real quick. Hold on. I know. I got it. All right. Let's see. That one's pinned. Okay. 4 hours ago.
In it, they explain how they're working independently from law enforcement, reevaluating the information collected, and following up on new leads. They also say they've added $50,000 more to the reward, making a total of $100,000.
You know, because that is a lot of money. I don't care if you're rich, you know, that's a lot of money.
Sophia, thank you for the gift and membership. Okay, now this is one of Nick's little videos. The end of this is really funny. Nick, did you like our jingle me and Kyle sang the other day about Mr. Rogers? I see you included it in your video.
For a missing Sumner County teenager leads investigators, along with Dog the Bounty Hunter, to increase the reward money and expand their search internationally. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 5. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his home in Hendersonville last February and has not been seen since. Investigators tell News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry they're leaving no stones unturned.
And added $75,000 to the reward for information, now totaling $125,000. Received a tip. According to At Night Private Intelligence, on Monday, a team of licensed investigators and contractors acted on that tip after seeing a boy matching Sebastian's description walk into a motel room. At 4:47 that afternoon, investigators called 911. The Sumner County Sheriff's Department arrived on scene. The individual.
What is she saying? What about? That was confirmed not to be Sebastian. I'm going to fast forward through this. If you guys haven't seen it, it's all just clips together. But the funniest part of this whole thing that he includes here, oh, did she cut it out? Is the ending where he puts in the Mr. Rogers. Oh, she must have cut it off because it plays the whole Mr. Rogers neighborhood song. It's funny as shit. Nick and his riddles are ridiculous.
I just think people thought that they didn't realize that Nick had the same one. Yeah, because the one before that is 11 hours. At Night team remains.
Pika, thank you for the gift and membership.
Resolute in the pursuit of uncovering the truth behind Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Clarification on the albedo technology and other providers. In our previous update, we inadvertently misrepresented the role of albedo technology. To clarify, albedo is set to launch in February. While we are entangled in discussions with their partners, we intend to utilize their high-resolution imagery during phase 4 of our investigation. Currently, we are in phase 2. Let's see. During the phase, we have utilized imagery from 4 distinct providers.
You gonna keep reading it for you, Britt?
No, I got it. It's just that furthermore, we have come to attention of self-proclaimed private investigators who have made threatening and misleading calls to corporations under what? Wow. During this phase, we have utilized imagery from 4 distinct providers. However, due to the increase in unsolicited calls to
for those in the back, Albedo Technologies doesn't even have satellites up in the air right now. There's that.
Organizations we collaborate with, we have to refrain from disclosing their identities at this point. Furthermore, we have come to the attention of a self-proclaimed private investigator.
I need to call them phases. I need to start calling these reviews phases too. Maybe I feel like I'm going insane. Like I don't know why this drives me so bonkers, but it does.
Let's see. For information, for attention of a self-proclaimed private investigator who has made threatening and
that, Ellen, would y'all do me a great favor and go hit that dislike button for me, please? Y'all be kind now and go hit that dislike button and tell me how much you fucking hate me. Does that sound better? I told you guys the other day, even asking you for a thumbs up, it's just weird to me. It's so not my shtick. Teresa, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Thank you guys so much. I don't care if you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, a middle finger. If we had a middle finger option, I would choose that one. With a please.
Misleading calls to corporations under false pretenses. claiming to be retained by Kate Proudfoot, SF. This individual is employed unconventional and deceptive. Wow. I mean, pretty much they said they're being threatened. This individual has employed unconventional and deceptive tactics to obtain information. A formal report is being prepared and will be submitted to the state of Tennessee regarding this report.
Oh my God, of course. And they were just like holding on to every one of the words. It's going to get worse too. Mike, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you, Mike. Y'all, hold on. Because I'm feeling frisky like normal. Let's go here.
They showed me footage of him leaving Texas Roadhouse and getting into his mama's vehicle with her.
Texas Roadhouse. So he was getting in a vehicle with Katie Proudfoot from eating at Texas Roadhouse, correct?
Yes.
Was Chris Proudfoot there in the footage?
No. Chris was in Memphis.
Okay, so Chris was definitely in Memphis. Okay. But when you saw them leaving,
chasing, find me.
Were they with anybody? Were they alone? Just the two of them going into this car?
Yeah.
Okay. Quick question. Did you see any footage from inside Texas Roadhouse? No.
Didn't mention no handoff, no nothing, did he?
They just.
He also confirmed that Chris was in Memphis, didn't he?
So I wanted proof of life on Sunday to make myself feel better. You guys want to know why I was smiling? That's because yesterday I got to see my son. I mean,
thank God, chasing.
It's not current. It's not up to date, but it gives me a little bit better of a feeling that I got to see him.
No doubt. No doubt. And I can only imagine. So when you saw him walking out of Texas Roadhouse with Katie Proudfoot, his biological mother, was he wearing the same clothes that they're describing that he was last seen in? Okay. Okay. After seeing that footage, I know it made you happy to see him. Of course, you miss your son. I don't know. Was there any interaction, any exchange with Katie, between you and Katie, after seeing this footage?
No.
When was the last time you spoke with Katie before?
All right. Well, there's that. Let's go back to this one. Sorry if you're getting whiplash. Thank you for bearing with me today. Thank you guys all for hanging out with me and going through this ridiculousness.
Whoa. So there you go. And that's just pretty much saying what it said before.
Is that the person that was trying to get a job there? Remember the other post like a month ago or something?
A person trying to get a job there? Oh my God.
Bruh.
Interesting.
Steve Fisher, what are you doing?
Nick, you found your useful idiots. I got to give hats off to Nick for a minute. Most people will not fall for this shit, but he has found people on this interwebs that he can play mind games with until the end of time. They're out here eating it up and just falling all over themselves. Just wait. It gets worse as we go today.
I don't know. Look, I don't think Nick's a troll. I don't think Nick is one of these people who, just goes and stirs shit. There's a method to his madness. There's an absolute method to Nick's madness. And whatever he's doing, you know what I mean? As much as it might make us scratch our head from what I've seen, I mean, look at the post Nick made.
She says this mofo is not a troll and he's got run Forrest run. Really? This man ain't a troll, Brittany. Okay.
December 4th.
I'm getting tired watching that guy.
I mean, that would be just like me saying you're a fucking rocket scientist, right?
Forrest Gump. He said, the spade completes my royal flush. Your streak is my.
That's it. For the next 5 days, I will be posting random emojis and asking you guys if you can figure out what I'm thinking.
Goodness.
Chances are it'll probably all be F you too. Middle fingers for all. Solved
So
it.
Seth's putting out a post on Friday.
Run, Forrest.
Who said that?
He's not a troll, though.
I've
Look
been
at
hearing that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What am I saying? Oh, man. Yes. Seth will be going live. Seth will be going live on Friday. And they'll have a guest
Mike.
with them.
Right, Mike? Why would you be telling somebody if you were on to something? I mean, who is Nick to name suspects anyways, or persons of interest? Come on now. the guy can't even work with law enforcement.
What date is Friday? Is that his birthday?
What's today? The 4th?
Yeah.
It is now the 5th, 2:18 in the morning.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so then that would be the 6th. Okay. So he's doing a live on the 6th then.
I mean, Nick not being a troll is about as believable as Reality Wins not saying that Chris Proudfoot was a child abuser. There's that. Can we speed him up farther? Can we do this? I'm getting impatient. Land the plane.
Hey, Britt. I have
Give me
a few
just a
questions to ask you after the stream is over.
Yep. Give me just a second. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I want to pull something up real quick. But yeah, you're welcome to. Yeah, whatever you need to talk about. Hold on. I got something I want to pull up. Give me 1 minute, guys.
Oh.
In regards to this.
Pika, do you really want one? Pika, do you really want a link? Are you joking? Do you want me to text you a link? Oh, you do. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Hold on. This might get interesting. Ooh, I'm kind of excited. Pika's never been on my panel before. You know, it's going to probably... Ooh, I got you. I got you. All right. Uh-oh. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I got you. Hold on a minute. Let Pika jump up here with me really quick. You don't have to show your screen or anything either. Batman. Do-do-do. You ain't ever been on a panel before? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll play this while she's getting ready.
Where's it at?
Brittany, Brown Eye Girl says that there's a guy in a hoodie in front of the house.
Huh?
Which
In
house?
the White House.
Yeah, which house? Explain.
I think it's Edgar and KK's house. It's a black and white photo.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying in the chat. There's a black and white photo of
photo.
the house, and there's a guy with a hoodie in front of the house.
When was it supposedly taken?
Bob H, we've been asking about you.
Anybody?
Isn't that funny? Yes, we were.
Were your ears ringing?
1 second, guys.
Bob's cool. He's in the closet over here, hanging out. Leave him alone. He always, and I'm not saying that in any other way. Bob always says he's going back to the closet.
Hold on. All right, I want to go back over a little bit over Seth's interview, if that's all right, guys. Because
I have a question real quick. Did they not say that the person getting out of a vehicle at Texas Roadhouse was an SUV?
No, not an SUV at Texas Roadhouse. No.
I'm not sure about that.
There couldn't
I
have
have
been.
been reading from several people.
Somebody driving an SUV got out at Texas Roadhouse? No. No way.
all right, hang on. All right, I think this is a
Duchess, are you still here?
considering. Hold on.
She
Knowing
goes
what we
over
know
your
now, hindsight.
interview
I just want to hear a couple.
Holy shit. This is.
Let me see. All right, let me share my screen. All right.
Duchess, she goes back over your interview. I didn't tell you that.
Hold on. Did I miss? I'm always missing the super chats. They go right off. Thank you, Brittany. Just my opinion. At night is full of crap, but KP has done some sketch stuff and will hopefully be prosecuted for her actions. Ooh, wow. Yeah, you're welcome. And everybody's entitled to their opinion, you know.
Autumn, I had fun with that drive-by, I have to say. I did have a little fun with that. I enjoyed. I do enjoy triggering her. I don't know why. It's just, it makes me giddy. And I do laugh at my own jokes, and I will never stop. I find it fun.
But thank you.
I heard earlier something about, there were helicopters over the Bower stocks. I mean, there's a lot of rumors going around right now, so I'm not sure what to think.
Really? Rumors going around? No.
All right, let's just try to go through a little bit of this, you guys. Knowing what we know now, hindsight, right? I want to ask Seth if he knew about this at night stuff with the Texas Roadhouse stuff with Katie at this point. Did they already bring it out, or do y'all remember?
All
right.
I don't know. What's the date on this?
This was
every single thing that they've been talking about, the Texas Roadhouse videos, law enforcement has had. CPS records, law enforcement has had. What is new?
Other night. This was 12 days ago. Just 12 days ago.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Pika. Okay. I got you. You're here. Can you hear me?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Hi. I can hear you.
Hey.
Hey.
Okay. So,
tell me what you think.
First of all, Hendersonville, White House. White House is where I graduated high school. Like, all of that is my stomping grounds, from West Nashville all the way up to the top of the Kentucky line. Straight up. 31W. So this hits home.
Yep.
And hold on, let me scroll up in this chat, because I see, is Chico talking shit? Hold on.
I'll go find it. Chico said, nah, bitch.
Hold on. Chico talking shit right now.
She said, give it to him straight. Don't be doing this.
Okay, so no, because Chico, if I talk to these people like I talk to you, I'm gonna be canceled for real. Like,
we'll be canceled together.
Yeah, no.
It's okay. I can always edit it. we got resorts.
Folks need to be careful, because they're playing with people that are in the absolute worst time in their life. Like, I can't imagine that pain. And I felt pain. I have felt the loss of pretty much everybody in my whole life except for my children. And I can't imagine the level of pain to lose a child. So for anybody to just attack somebody like that and not even know the level of pain that would, I don't even want to imagine that level of pain. And I have literally lost everybody in my family. Both siblings, both parents, gone.
I'm sorry for your losses.
And that level of losing a child, oh, please, just for all that is in fucking control of things, please don't ever let me feel that pain. Like, nah, like, how could you do that? And that's what gets me so upset and so angry. I know y'all see me cussing people out in the chats because I'm fucking mad. Like, this is that's for real, my stomping grounds.
This is close to home for you. You know how people
like
take care of their
you
homes.
have no idea. Yeah, that shit is fucking like, and they're talking about like the whole state. Like, yeah, we have our problems. We have our issues in Tennessee. Yeah, we do. But don't come here and act like you're gonna fucking tell us what the fuck is up. Like, because I promise you, Tennessee will show your ass. For real.
And can I ask you a question since you are from that area? The response.
Yeah, absolutely.
Law enforcement response.
Like, absolutely. Law
Was
enforcement response. I will not fuck with Tennessee, man. Fuck them little towns in Tennessee, man. You better be. No,
Well,
just
they
be
showed
good.
up. They really showed
They
up.
absolutely did. No, absolutely. In all of my life, I've never seen, other than Summer Wells, I've never seen another response like this. And I'm 48, and I've never seen a response like, yeah, other than Summer Wells, because they showed up for Summer too. And let me just touch on this. You see the demographics of the two that they did show up for like this. Because there's so many more.
Yeah.
Little black and brown kids that never get. My kids, if you looked at my children in a picture, they wouldn't show up for them. And that's the reality of it. You know, that's living in the South.
That's really sad too. All kids, no matter what your skin color is, deserve.
There's so many layers though. In the South, there's so many layers of I've seen it's White House. Yeah. It was kind of messed up. But they're good people, man. They're like, they ain't bad folks. None of them people. Like, we can get down and dirty. We can get muddy. We can go to the bottoms. But when it all comes down to it, man, if you're good people, we're all right. You just, the way they have poked and poked. If I was Katie and Chris,
We talk about it all the time.
Look, listen. Whew. Because evidently, okay, if I'm not mistaken, Katie is from out west, out in Cali, right?
No, she's actually originally from the East Coast. She was stationed in California, just in the Navy.
Okay. Chris's stomping grounds, where he's from, though, is
Gallatin. Yeah. That area.
White House, Gallatin, Sumner, Robertson County type. Yeah, like.
Yep. Same stomping grounds.
So, let me just say this. They better be lucky Chris was raised right.
Sorry.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, they better be lucky Chris was raised right. Because Man.
The man spent 16 years in our United States Navy. The man served our country for 16 years. Katie served our country. These are two military veterans who have worked hand in hand with law enforcement, and people will not stop at all. Not one bit. No respect. Respect everybody else in the military, but screw their service. That's
no, but if it don't go along with their narrative, then they'll twist it.
Absolutely. Yep. They've shown so much restraint. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. These people.
Oh, I definitely couldn't have. I'd have been in jail, girl. I'd have been in jail. Whew. Yeah. No.
Absolutely. Do you want to review this with me? Do you want to hang out with me?
Huh?
Do you want to hang out with me while we review this? Are you scared you're going to pop off? Do you want me to put the video on screen and play it? Do you want to review it with me is what I'm asking. Did I lose her? Shit. I might have lost her audio. Can you guys still hear her? I don't know if she's not muted on my side. You can't hear her either? Shit. I'll mute her and she bounced out. She'll hit the link and come back up if she wants to. Oh, it's so good to put it. She came on panel. She's like, hell no. She'll be back if she wants to come back up. She'll be back up with me if she wants to. Y'all, make sure you give Pika some love in the chat. She is honestly one of the best mods I've ever seen on this app. She truly shows up streaking all the time, and it's got a heart of gold through and through. What you see in the chat is what you get in real life. There is no fake about Pika whatsoever. I am so blessed that I got to know her through this app. Truly one of the good things that this app brought to me. So make sure you give her some love when she comes back to the chat. She might join me back up here. Until then, I'll play this some more. Oh, and she back. She back. I got you. Can you hear me now? Keep saying device is not connected. Oh, there you are. You got me? Her audio must be going in and out. Shit. She was there. I can hear it trying. Uh-oh. Say something again. I'm going to mute you and unmute you. Nope. Damn it. Let me see. Nope. Still not there. I don't know what's going on. You heard it too, trying to connect? Do you have head? I'm going to kick you back out. I'm going to kick you. Try coming back in. I don't know if you have headphones in. Maybe that's what it is. For some reason, it keeps saying device is not connected. We'll keep trying to get her back up here, and I'll play this in the meantime. I hit play. We're going. Is she napping?
Have your mods disappeared? Pretty.
Not for me.
Huh?
Did we get rid of our echo?
I guess there's
Look, some of my mods have to work, so I mean, if they did, hey Miss Grinch, look, I get it. It's annoying, and she should go to bed, but she's not snoring. She's snoring.
Yeah,
She's snoring.
Alabama Creative is not
What the
being
fuck, man?
not being
Oh, they're
nice.
going after her for sleeping again?
I'm going into YouTube right now.
Thank you, Eddie.
I'm not sleeping. I'm seriously about fucking.
I didn't kick her hard, Sheila.
Done. Like, seriously. What is the obsession with me sleeping? I got quiet. I'm sorry. I'm not sleeping, though.
I'm sniffling. You might hear me sniffling. I sniffle all the time. It happens when you get old. You
Do you
sniffle.
realize that it's getting to the point where I'm not allowed to get quiet? I can't even get quiet anymore.
Eddie, if you need help, let me know. I'll come in.
They're just coming hard at you and me and whomever.
Oh, wait a minute. Megan's in there. Megan does a damn
Thank you,
good job.
Sunset Gazing. Britt is not snoring. How can she talk and snore at the same time?
You're a sleepwalker, Britt.
Guinness Book of World Records.
And once again, I'm going to ask this: if I was, what is your end goal?
Nothing. Just to have a fucking laugh and tell you to go to bed. That's it.
What of it? If
I don't give a shit if you're sleeping.
Was like, what is this big thing y'all are reaching for?
I enjoy it. It's the most peaceful time when I stream you when you're sleeping.
Like, it's so weird.
Amazing.
Please.
Is it against the law to fall asleep
I
on
think
channel?
they're
I
trying
did
to
it.
get me to. You know what I think? They're trying to.
Let's try it again. Can you hear me? Oh, so we got you. Why did it do that again?
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me? No, I don't think you can.
I can hear you.
Okay.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. Okay.
We're back. All right. You want to watch this with me and add commentary
yeah.
to it? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know
I'm
the
on mute
drill.
while you play it.
Okay, you tell me if you want me to stop. You just say, "Bitch, stop."
Okay.
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 All right, here we go. I'm so excited. I'm like a little kid when you guys come on panel with me. I love it.
Make me not go live. This is a way to get me to stop going live at night.
That's
Well,
what
whatever.
I'm
It's not going to work. So
No.
get over it.
All right, I'm going to sleep on panel. All right, I've done it before. It's not the first time.
Oh, I've done it too.
Britt
They
knows
heard me
this. I have
weeping.
fallen asleep on panel. She's actually kicked me.
I called my subscribers mother effers. I never called my subscribers. Why would I call you? I love you guys. I wouldn't call you mother effers.
No, you called a troll that.
I called one of the trolls a mother effer.
Right.
I heard it. I was here. I heard it.
Who cares?
They got to spin it though.
Okay, every time we say somebody's name,
Get him. Who handed him over if that's the case? Or
Oh, hold on.
yeah, I think he made it home.
Hold on.
where did he go? Who took him? Where did Katie take him? Did somebody still pretend? You know, I don't even know how to say it. Like, how did they even get him? Who handed him over if that's the case? Or, you know what I mean? It's so weird.
Yeah, I think he made it home. That's my opinion. But you know,
He made it home. We have confirmation he made it home. Multiple people have said that.
I don't know. I wasn't there. Only the people that can tell are the people that were there, and that's Katie. Did he make it home? And she said he did. So
Okay. Can I butt in for a second?
Of course. Go for it.
Okay. B and I have raised 2 teenage boys. You're not going to run to their room if you hear a noise. If they respond to you when you holler and say, "Get your ass in bed," and they say, "Yes, Ma," then you're going to lay there and you're going to listen for it to get quiet and you're going to go back to sleep.
That's true. 100%.
So for them to, you know what I'm saying? For them to like, I'm sorry, at that age, I'm not walking in just like my daddy didn't walk into my room at any time when I was growing up. I never walked into their room unannounced. because you never know. I don't want, Liz, I don't want to walk into that. Whatever they're doing, I'm going to give them that privacy.
Heck yeah.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Like, for them to down her as a parent, she did, and honestly, they all did. Like, the emails, granted, the way it came out onto the YouTubes or the TikToks or whatever, the social media, it is now known that all three parents were trying to collaborate to come to the best solution for their child. The kid that they loved, regardless, faults and all. Because that's what was important to them. And for people to attack them,
hold on. That reminds me of something really quick that I was going to play. Give me 1 second.
you have like a memory like a Rolodex, for real. Like, I can see like a little Rolodex just spinning.
Sometimes it's real bad though. Sometimes it actually hurts my head. Now if I can read my own writing. Okay. Hold on. This right here. I think this is the part. Bullhorn Betty's exclusive interview from May 30th. I'm not going to play much of this. I know. I won't torture you much.
That's a hard. Okay, let me mute.
Okay. But this is when people talk about how the parents, they weren't working together. Like, for me to even make that assumption is so outlandish. But listen to this.
At that time that he was screaming at you or raising his voice, or something about the whole GoFundMe situation. Do you have any comment on that?
You're speaking about I think that would have been when we did the Light the Path. We did.
It was right before they were seen at a motorcycle shop.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Mm-hmm. Hey, he didn't raise his voice at me. He was asking to work together. This was before.
He's talking about Chris approaching him at the vigil.
I spoke to Tony, and before I spoke to a dog person who has completely ghosted me, by the way. I don't care what her opinion is. She can't be looking.
Chris approached him wanting to work together, but let me take it back here just a moment too.
He told her what to do if they contact her one more time. I'm not speaking about them. I'm not giving them out to anybody.
Right.
Oh shit, let me back that up even further. That's about the CPS records. Hold on. We'll start here.
He'd been out of that situation and he'd never have to go back.
Now, this is kind of another dovetail. You had received reports. I know you can't discuss the reports. Maybe you can answer this. Were you shocked about what you read in the reports? Can you answer that?
Yeah, I was.
Hello, Moto.
Okay. And I know that
more when my name's not on any of the reports because they didn't bother to call me.
Yeah, and that's been a because you had. I mean, I want the audience to understand.
Hello, Moto. The Hello, Moto.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, Betty, I think it was just as big of a shock as to the fact that they didn't notify him as to what was inside those reports.
Yeah, I have a problem with that too. I don't know, a father that has joint custody, I don't understand why he wouldn't be immediately notified unless that information was withheld from the Department of Children and Family Services. Sometimes they don't have those details.
I mean, if he had no custody whatsoever, no custodial rights, is the only way it makes sense to me.
Right. And he had to hire an attorney to go get those records, didn't he?
He did. He did.
Yeah.
I did have to hire an attorney to get those records pushed through to get to me. The only thing I can say to those records is that there is a statement stating that the only place he felt safe was here.
I don't want you getting yourself into a legal quagmire. So
That's the only thing he could say about those records is Sebastian made a statement that the only place he felt safe was with Seth. Do we know if that exists? No, we don't.
So,
But I don't know why they're using this narrative. This was, again, back in May.
I'll let you speak about what you're comfortable speaking about, but just.
I can't really mention anything about him. What would help me if DCS contacts my attorney one more time. I'd already told her what to do if they contact her one more time. I'm not speaking about them. I'm not giving them out to anybody.
Right.
Yeah,
and you're not doing anything to violate the confidentiality. You're happy to have those reports. At the end of the day, you now know what happened or what is alleged to have happened, at least for whatever incidences those cover.
It's more insight. It's more insight in figuring out what's going on, because it's obvious that the communication that was given to me wasn't proper communication.
Okay, can we pause for a second?
DCS at all?
Of course.
Okay.
Let it rip.
I have never, other than Summer Wells in the state of Tennessee, ever seen the there was such a outpouring of help to find this child. Do you know how many departments and different agencies were involved in this? Like, they had horses, drones, fucking boats, like
fixed
people
wing
diving in lakes, people walking up cliffs, and that's not an easy area to navigate. Like, seriously, when you go from, okay, let me just lay the picture out for you. When you go from Hendersonville, right beside Hendersonville is Millersville, little bitty spot on the map
with all the corruption.
Yeah. That one. All right. I had to go to Millersville and Hendersonville to get groceries. We didn't even have a grocery store. White House didn't even have a grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was such a small town. We had 2 red lights. No shit. Like, seriously, Barney Fife type shit. Like, it was crazy. I went from going to school in downtown Nashville to going to school in White House in a drop of the dime. Like, but they was good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, White House is good people. Tennessee ain't bad people overall. And there's a lot of, because of the Appalachian in the East, and then you go and they try to stigmatize the West in the Memphis, because that's where, I mean, honestly, if we're gonna just call a spade, that's where the black folks are. Mostly in Memphis. So we're like, actually in Memphis, we're the stepchild of Tennessee.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you heard a lot of stories about DCFS in Tennessee dropping the ball? I'm sure there's stories of it, but it's probably not as common, is it?
Honestly, okay, here's my thing. I've had my ex-husband call DCS on me. It was a Saturday morning and we was up. I had 3 kids at this point. I had Jacob. I ain't gonna name all my kids. I had 3 children at this point, from 11 to a year old. All right. Up on a Saturday morning, early. Before 9:30, we came back to the house. We had done been to the Kroger's and everything. We done been shopping and everything. I come back, I get a note on my door. There's literally a notice with a business card from DCS. Okay, all right. I walked in, I unloaded my groceries, I got everybody settled, and I called that number. And I said, please come right back. Please. I don't want nothing. Please come right back. She came right back. The report was made. I even told her she could go in there and talk to my boys without me. Go back in the room. Talk to them. There's cases that can be opened. Just because a report was made doesn't mean that shit fucking happened. It don't work like that. Just because a report was made. Do you know how many unsubstantiated reports are made every day with CPS?
Absolutely.
People being petty.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
Like, and okay, here's another level too, because this whole situation, let's just be honest, it's multi-layered. Because you have behaviors on top of just the situation itself. And you have diagnoses that play into the whole scheme of everything. So nobody can release the reports.
Right.
And the people that are releasing the information about the reports even being there know that the reports can't be released for the information to be known. It just seems very
They've been dangling it since May. Obviously, they've talked about some reports being made.
It's so gross. Yeah, no, it's so gross. Like,
your mic's starting to break up. I don't know why the hell it's doing it. It seems like, we don't know who the caller is. We don't know the narrative. We don't know why they were called, who called, what the outcome was. We have no idea. There's so many reasons outside of what people are assuming. I just put Nick's recent posts on the screen, and I want to read you guys these right quick. Nick says,
I'm on mute.
2 hours ago, that house was nothing short of a stage scene. Why is there no evidence? Because nothing happened there. That's a pretty hefty allegation. On February 23rd, a plan was hatched, but their stories didn't match. We see you. A PI can't help you conceal a crime that makes them an accomplice. not in my opinion. That's a fact. That's his last 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago, 2 hours ago. Then he goes on to say an hour ago, we are witnessing, or at night, his other handle, we are witnessing significant progress in the search for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. We strongly encourage Americans to stay vigilant across the nation and promptly report any potential sightings of the missing teenager. Uh-oh, I lost Pika again. What is it? Like, what are we doing here? Because these guys are going to go on to basically claim that you guys, Pika, if you want to come back up, just hit that link. I'm going to fast forward through this because they go back into Duchess's video. And it's just ridiculous. I'm just going to play a little bit more of this and then we're going to switch to Crime Time Buzz because I want to get through this. Pika, if you choose not to come back up or if you do, whichever you choose, thank you so much for joining me on panel. Just hearing your voice, I love your accent, first of all, and I just adore you. So thank you. Duchess again, yes. Duchess again.
All right. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Ready.
Yeah.
Echoes.
NJ, they completely refuse to accept these ones.
Okay.
I don't hear an echo.
I'll turn this up a little.
Yeah, you know what it said? I don't know if you closed that out or not. I'm sorry, but 90 seconds might be the best.
Oh man, the cat was flying.
I'm sorry. It's
shame on you. You're supposed to be the expert at this, Josh.
Look, man, you can never tell the support that people. Tonight, guys, is a lot of you have been here from the very beginning. Josh, you have the first 60 days, as most of you know, that I was involved in another case and was not here for those first 60 days. And we've been blessed with a lot of new followers in the case. A lot of people have been asking questions. They don't know where to get real answers. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to start back on February 25th. And we're going to let Seth tell his story, his thoughts, his feelings, his frustrations, the things that have gone right, wrong, and somewhere in between. So what we want to do, Seth, first off, is February 25th. You go to work.
All right.
You're at work at the Davidson County Sheriff's Office. Tell me about that night. Just normal night. Tell me about the night of work leading into the morning of February 26th.
I mean, I woke up, did my normal thing, got dressed.
Actually, I'm going to add a few clips in here now that I know where we're going.
I arrived at the garage around 6 o'clock. Nobody really, unless you live here in Tennessee, you don't know the traffic on 24. And it's horrible. You never know somebody's going to have an accident or wreck, or if there's just going to be a slowdown. And so work may start at 7 o'clock, but we're supposed to be there 15 to 20 minutes early in order to get all of our equipment issued to us. So being there at 6 o'clock is normally what I aim for every day so that I'm not late. Went in, got my equipment issued, told what pod I'd be going to, and it was just a normal, regular night for me. I didn't think it was going to be my last normal night.
So Josh, first off, you're a participant in this and you're just as much engaged as we are. So anytime you want to cut in, brother, you don't need an invitation. Feel free to jump in. God, thank you. So we know that allegedly Sebastian went missing sometime from between, let's just say 7 o'clock that night to 6 o'clock the next morning. We do know that he was reported missing at 6 o'clock that morning, thereabouts. So what did that look like for you? Was there a 911 call made by Chris or Katie to Sumner County Sheriff's Department to notify you that there was an emergency with your son? I mean, how did that look?
Well, they never contacted my work. I got out of there about 7 o'clock, and I was talking to some new officers that had just graduated through the academy, and just having conversations. Because when we get done, a lot of us officers were in the garage. We talk about how everything went, so that we can just prepare for the next day. Because most of us are coming back to work, and
Josh or I or anybody else that really wanted to get an urgent message to you could call Sumner County Sheriff.
I mean, there's every.
Okay, I think I'm going to speak for all of us when I say that red flag number one for many of us is the freaking call, right? Your child's missing, you're urgent, you're freaking out. Katie said,
I'm going to add something right behind this. I'm going to let her talk, but then I'm going to slip. You guys know how we're going to do this.
Out of her own mouth that she don't miss a beat.
I assume that you guys are already, you know where I'm headed.
You know what I mean? Like she looked him up. What did she say? A minute flat, and she freaked out. Like she couldn't find him. But you didn't call his father at work. Britt, do we know if Seth talked to Sebastian at all on Sunday while he ever?
According to Seth, the last time he spoke to Sebastian was Thursday before he went missing. That's from Pascal's interview. That is why he wanted the proof of life, because that was the last time he spoke to Sebastian. I don't know how they don't know these things.
1 second. Hold on. So we know that Seth talked to Sebastian. Hold on, guys. Jeez. Oh, truth be told, I'm distracted. I'm not sleepy. I've got a little one that keeps getting up. He woke up. I didn't want to say it. Yes, she's not sleeping, you cootie queens. Thank you, Hope. But she should have called. Like, obviously, I'm stating what we've all said. Katie not calling, and then they call Seth's phone and say, "Please don't be mad." I don't understand. I'll never understand that. Gypsy, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it.
Play it so I can play a clip.
Too much bullshit, not enough facts.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do think so too, Gypsy. Chris explains it wasn't as if she called with him. In my opinion, it was odd. Their explanations claiming that he was close.
Oh God, there's momming it up.
All right, hold on. Explain it as he called him. In my opinion, it was odd. Their explanations claiming that he's close to Seth and now the emails, but let's not call or rush to see if he's at Seth's. Right. Would you not? Put a 1 in chat if you would not automatically question if your child was at your ex significant others. That would be my very first thought. My absolute very first thought.
Yeah. Have you heard from Sebastian? Did he come up that way? Did he go to the apartment? Can he made his check? No. Don't be mad.
Yeah, if they lived close, I would, but my daughter lived 740 miles from her dad, so that would be
Well, yeah,
a little bizarre.
right, right.
But I understand where you guys are coming from, though.
Yeah, it just doesn't add up. I'm trying to think. Where was that?
I might have called him and asked, did she call you? Did she say anything to you? You know, yeah, I might have done that.
Hold on a minute. Let me think of something. What was that? Hold on. I know what. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's go to. Let's do the Proudfoots. I just want to see if there's any clues at all. Now we do have remember the interview with.
She's instantly moving off this, so I'm going to go back here for a moment. Let's go here for a second. Betty's again.
No, somebody's going to be haters out there.
Mm-hmm. So I want to kind of bring us back to
Sebastian.
The day. Yeah. And I want to kind of start now picking your brain on trying to remember, and it's going to suck for you, and I know, and if you need to stop or slow down, just let me know. But I want you to kind of go back to the morning of February 26th when you listened to your voicemail message and you heard Chris on it. Was it Chris that was on the voicemail?
The text message.
Text message. And
I had a missed call and a text message from Christopher Proudfoot telling me to 911. So I called him.
According to the recent interview, it was at 6:22. Law enforcement was called at 6:33. So he was contacted before law enforcement was even contacted.
And what was that conversation like?
Don't be angry or mad. Sebastian's missing. What are you fucking talking about? My son is missing.
Did you find the statement, don't be angry or mad, odd?
Yes and no. I mean, my son's missing. You know, distraught would have been a better word. Confused on why he's gone.
Yes and no.
Mad and angry now.
Mm-hmm.
With what I know, yeah. Mad and angry fits now. But then again, what I know now is everything that Chris knew beforehand.
Did you get immediately concerned when you got that call that there was something seriously wrong? Did you just know immediately?
I left there and I was doing well above the speed limit trying to get to Katie's house to find out what's going on.
Looking back on that call you had with Chris, does anything now seem out of the ordinary or odd?
Well, even in that interview that we heard from News Nation, even Heather, the PI, said he can be difficult to deal with.
The lack of emotion, maybe?
Interesting. When you got there, what did Katie personally tell you happened? Did you guys talk when you got to the house?
When I got there, I assessed the situation before I walked in. There was law enforcement was everywhere, in and out the door, so on and so forth. By the time I got there, the dog people were there, the drone people were there. I was the last one to this stupid fucked up party.
What was it like when you arrived at the home outside of the craziness from law enforcement? You know, what was the behavior of the people, Katie and other people that were there?
When I walked in, Katie said something to me and then shoved her phone in my face. There was a picture of Sebastian, the one that you see him with his optimism shirt on. Started that kind of confused me on why she's shoving a picture of Sebastian in my face. I know what my son looks like.
I re-listened to him the other night, and he did say he didn't get a ticket, but he implied that he was speeding.
Do you know why she did that?
No, still don't know why. I just started looking to see what I could see. Obviously, my son's not there.
How long were you there?
Notice he doesn't mention that the shoes were missing at this point in time in this interview in May.
Turned around and I was there for a little bit, just enough to talk, to find out what was going on, to find out if they had any evidence or anything, to hear the evidence that was being said. And then I jumped in my truck and started looking for my son.
Immediately?
Within 30 or 45 minutes.
Pika, you're not on mine. It's not here. Yeah, Vic, this is from May. I don't see you. Try going out and coming back in again. It's not pulling you up here.
Like a lot of people around me to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously my son's not there. And I'm under the assumption that he just walked out. So I jumped in my truck and started looking. Driving up and down the roads, screaming for my son.
Did you stay with Chris and Katie there for several nights?
I didn't stay the night, but that's what you're asking. Hell no.
Oh, okay, so you guys didn't sleep. Well, because I had heard rumors that you and your family stayed there, and I was going to ask you about some.
No,
you know.
Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. They told us not to search. All right. They told us not to be getting out and walking through the forest and shit like that, looking for Sebastian.
Granny, I agree with that.
That they didn't want one of us to go missing while we're looking for our son. I understand that. That's why I did my searching out of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. Driving around, hollering for my son, going up and down every road, looking as far as I can see, screaming for his name, almost went and bought a bullhorn.
I got a couple around here. I can send you one. You might have to buy the batteries. You know, I wear them out, but I got an extra.
I think it's a little too late. I don't think he's,
yeah,
in the area.
What was Katie's demeanor like that morning when you got there?
This part I do find interesting.
It's really kind of hard to explain. But
was she acting normal?
Her phone in my face, had a picture going, see, we're at BJ's yesterday and everything was fine. And I'm like, trying to prove something to me. That's not how you.
Statement.
It's not how you prove something to me. On top of that, that picture wasn't taken BJ's. It was taken at Costco, and it's like you're already throwing false information in my face.
Do you think they actually went to BJ's or no?
I have no idea.
Gotcha. I was just asking. That wasn't on my list, but you were saying that, and that does sound like a really odd statement, convincing language, so to speak.
Doesn't work on me.
Yeah.
I get plenty of liars at work. You know.
I bet you're almost like a human lie detector.
Well, I look at them and I call inmates on their bullshit. You know, it's like, don't try to bullshit me. It's not going to get you anywhere. You know, be as honest as you can with me. I'll be as honest as I can with you. You know, it's a respect factor. Mutual respect.
Diving in. Do you think she was bullshitting you?
Yeah.
That morning. What?
Yeah. That's why she doesn't like my opinion. That's why.
Pika, you're there, but it says device is not connected again. I don't know what the hell is going on. Now you're there, but it says device is not connected. What the hell?
That's why when I told Chris I needed to speak to Katie, well, you can't do that unless I'm there. I don't care. You can be there too, buddy.
Wow.
So
What was she wearing?
I don't remember. She was dressed. I
She
mean,
was
obviously,
dressed?
there was people in the house. So,
Right. But I just didn't know if she was in her pajamas or she was dressed.
So Betty, if the sale is that you were told not to look and you were told to stay home in case your child came home, then we could buy that if they actually stayed home, correct?
Right. Right. What was the weather like there? Was it raining or snowing that day?
Are you there? Pika? Are you there? Gosh dang it. It's not doing it again. She's not muted. I'm going to kick her. I'm kicking you again. I don't know what's going on. It won't come through.
Hey, was it cold? Like, can you?
first day was pretty decent. I mean, I think that low the first night was 50. The next night,
I
it
know.
got colder. And then I think on the third night, on Wednesday, I think it was 20 degrees. And then we had rain for the next 3 or 4 days and pretty crappy fucking weather.
But it wasn't crappy weather the day he disappeared.
No.
Did the neighbors speak to you?
Briefly, one of the neighbors spoke to me, lovely lady that lives next door. She introduced herself. I'm horrible with names, but most of the time, the people that came over, I was just sitting in a chair. People kind of looked at me, and then they would have their conversations with Chris and Katie and Kathy and whoever else was there. There was some introductions, but I'm not one of those people you just introduce. I was watching their behavior.
Did the neighbors say anything odd? Was their behavior odd, or were they just appeared to be concerned?
Some of them appeared to be concerned. Some of them brought their video footage over for Chris to look at.
So neighbors were bringing their video cameras or their footage over for people to go through. Law enforcement was there.
So Chris got to see all the video footage. I didn't get to see shit.
That's quite.
Still in the dark.
That's quite interesting. Was Chris friendly?
After Chris lost his cool, I couldn't stay there after Wednesday.
Lost his cool. How? I never heard this.
The GoFundMe my sister set up to help me pay my bills while I look for my son.
I mean, we know all this. Let me go back to this part again because that just gets on my nerves. But yeah, a lot of that's changed now.
Smiley. That one was significant because she asked about Texas Roadhouse, what he was wearing, and she never responded. She just froze up, not a word. And then all of a sudden, Chris drops off completely. And then she lightly speaks finally when Smiley asked another question that wasn't what he was wearing. It was, do they have some type of life insurance on him? And she said his dad does.
And he had a Gerber policy.
Yeah.
Which is not very much.
I had one on my daughter. You don't get much for it. You get a couple $1,000s. Everybody thinks they were great when they came out, but they don't really give you a whole lot.
Actually, here's one part I do want to play of this. Oh, Pete, I see you again. Let me share this really quick. I thought this was interesting.
What was Kathy's demeanor like that morning? Did anybody in the house, when you saw them, appear nervous or?
She asked, what was Kathy's demeanor like? Can you hear me, Pika? You're muted. I don't know if she can hear me now or not.
Can you hear me?
Oh, we're back. Okay. I'm going to play this one little part and then we'll move on.
Okay.
So Betty asks what Kathy's demeanor was like, but listen to his answer.
Out of place or odd, or just maybe they weren't doing anything, but there was just something in you that made you feel out of place or made you feel odd.
Katie seemed to be the only one that was upset, grieving, and maybe
Katie was upset and grieving.
would be the word.
What was she doing? How was she acting? What emotions was she displaying?
Just sitting on the couch crying.
Have you seen her?
The initial me coming in and her shoving her phone in my face and all that sort of stuff, then,
Do you feel her behavior was genuine?
Okay, can we pause for a second?
Absolutely.
She was sitting on the couch crying.
Yep.
What do you expect from this woman? She has literally woke up in the morning and seen that her son is gone.
Exactly. But he's acknowledging that she was.
Everybody is willing to try to give Seth some kind of pass because he's speaking out. But law enforcement, the only official investigation, told all the parents, avoid social media. For why? Because of this. Because of this type of shit. I have seen so many cases time after time get exploited and sucked dry and emotionally manipulated and just the levels that people get, that shit is ugly. And that ain't me to have to fucking answer to in the end of it. That's y'all ass. I ain't never jumped on no panel before. Chico will tell you, Chico is the only motherfucker that knows what my voice sound like before now. Like, no shit. Rabbit ain't even heard my voice. Vic ain't heard my voice. This state showed out for that little boy. We showed out and showed up on so many levels. There are so many kids in every major city and little small town and podunk little motherfucking corners and shit. Back roads that don't even have no street signs, don't have no lights, that never get talked about.
That is true.
And they act like he's been done. Like, nah, there's really, like, they showed out when man,
Sorry, I have
when he said this whole situation would be studied, and the way that it was, like, the way that it was organized and the way that it was done and all the, he wasn't lying. Even with Summer Wells in East Tennessee. Like, they can't say Tennessee. Like, yeah, we can fucking talk about our state and that it's fucked up. Yeah, it's fucked up sometimes. But when it comes down to it, like, come on now. They showed out for these kids. The way that kids every day don't get showed out for. They don't get this type of reaction. They don't get this type of coverage. No attention. Do you know how many names are on that list that get no attention? Look at the demographics. Go look at their pictures. You tell me what the difference is. I'll wait.
That's the sad
It's plain
reality.
and simple. It's plain and simple. And it is what it is. I mean, you can't. If you're gonna solve something, if you're gonna go about solving something, you can't deny the realities of what it is. The first step of solving a problem is to address, like, yeah, there is a problem. And this is what it is. And this is the steps, and you have to build up from that. If you're not willing to do that, and you're steady sweeping these little stories under the rug, eventually that rug is going to be so swole up and mine. Then you get the Tyree Nichols. And then you get that shit.
I'm sorry. Oh, she muted. Sorry, Pika. I know, like, I love the fact that what she's speaking is facts. Alabama Nana, thank you so much for the support. This is why I love these girls, because they get it. They're not sugarcoating shit either. Like, this is the reality, is they will drive this case, and they have over and over and over. Well, for what? For what? What are we even doing anymore? We're not doing anything. You're not helping this case. You say you're true crime. How? How is this true crime? I got you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
We got another person joining us.
This isn't a game of Clue. This isn't an online interactive game of Clue. This is a real kid. This is a real mother. And granted, I don't agree with everything that Seth has done, but this is a real father that is hurting. This is like, you can't deny. If you're going to give Seth grace, if I can give Seth grace, you can give Katie grace. Bless her heart. Like, I could not literally imagine my mother lost a child, my father lost a child, and another that he raised. Like, I couldn't imagine. I could not. And if you deny that, how are you going to say that you're, like, human? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. How can you attack somebody until you know, and y'all are just playing this shit? It's literally like they're playing Clue. It's a board game.
I swear, Pika, if you go back to like the first month I started pushing back on the misinformation on this, people got so mad because I came in pushing back on JLR, Justin, all of them. I saw it building, and I said, they are pretending that this is a real life game of Clue. That was something I used right off the jump, and it's gotten worse as it's gone. Worse and worse. I can't even believe where we are now.
No, I thought Summer was bad. This is bad. Like, I thought Summer. Oh, no, actually, before Summer, Malia Davis was bad.
I think it's before that too. I'm just here for moral support for my bitch, so that's it. I can tell. I can tell she's which I understand and I get why.
I
Because
bite my tongue for so long.
yeah, I get it and I understand why, because it is fucked up. It is hurtful, especially to the residents of this state. People have tried to paint us like we don't give a shit about this boy. No, we care about him and we care about all the missing kids in this state. But what we have done to this family for clicks and views or whatever your end game is, I can't even say that, because sometimes I don't even think it's about the money for them at this point.
Facts.
What they have done to this family, I could not imagine me going through that, because I'm gonna tell y'all, I couldn't go through that. I would be at folks' house. I would be knocking on fucking doors. You play with me and my family, I'm coming to see you.
And
And
this
that's
is a
just
grown man doing emoji riddles, and they are running with it like it's some salacious bullshit. Like this is a long troll to them. This is a child's life we're talking about.
yes. And the
Okay,
folks here,
the rhymes, the little riddles, the little whatever what they're doing, it is very, and I don't want to get like it's very QAnon-ish.
Yes,
If you
girl.
get my
Yes.
if you know what I'm saying, that's what it feels like to me. Like I don't want to like go there, but it that's the only thing I can like attribute it to. It's very, yeah.
Well, that's where he comes from, is like the long troll out of the political sector. He comes from
Well, and that's where Betty and JLR and all of them did. It's not just him. Like,
a
can
lot
I
of
go
these
away?
a lot of them. KB, thank you so much for the support. You're right. No, you are completely right. I say that all the time, and people get pissed off at me, and you and me like have these discussions. They are treating this as, they're almost acting like this child isn't even real, that it's just a game that they're playing with the internet and watching people. Like they are watching their own quote unquote team members fall for their bullshit, run with narratives. I'm sure they sit back and go, who's going to cook up the wildest theory? Because I haven't even showed you guys what Crime Time Buzz made into this. Ooh. Well, I got you both up here.
oh Lord, I'm getting canceled.
Okay,
I'm fucking getting canceled tonight, especially with Pika. I'm getting canceled. Fuck.
Oh, we're going together. We go down together. Okay, hold on. Duchess, thank you so much. I want to show you guys this, because as Tennessee residents, now tell me how screwed up this shit is. This is from Spanky last night. Just listen to this. We don't have to listen to much.
Parents know it's 4 too many that we now think the worst of what really happened. Well, you know, there was a teacher that out during our live yesterday, and right before Sebastian went missing, around the 7th, 10th, somewhere around there of February, there
a teacher who reached out to these guys from supposedly Sebastian's school.
all 3 parents were at the school. And I guess it was like a parent. There was other parents there, so whatever they were doing. And she says that the way that they treated, meaning Edgar and KK, according to her, the way that they treated Seth was other parents. We don't care about him, Kitty. No, 0 fucks given about him. But you know, to do that they treated him like everything was his problem, like everything Sebastian did.
A fucking teacher is reaching out to YouTubers supposedly.
Yeah, honey, she's got
That
more.
bitch needs to be fired. I'm sorry, she needs to be fired.
Straight up. Fucking fired.
If
Straight
you
up.
fucking contact, you're a fucking teacher. You're supposed to be, your kids are supposed to be your main priority. Bitch, you need to lose your job. Sir, ma'am, I don't give a fuck what you are, but you shouldn't be no motherfucking teacher. I'll say that.
Facts. This made my blood boil. This is last night. Last night, he's doing this. I'll play a couple more minutes, but I just wanted to hear when people thought I was losing my mind about teachers. No, I'm not joking. If anybody is reaching out from his, you don't care about those kids. You don't care about those kids.
That I've did with all the toys that was been sent. She plays with them and she plays with them. You know, this is just a monkey. This is
No.
what they do. That's what they do.
Phoenix legally, no, they're not supposed to be able to at all. I tell you what, if this was my child's school, I'd be in that school and the school going through all of their devices. They were getting fired.
Fuck you mean? Somebody is losing their job. I'm sorry. I don't usually go after folks' money like that, but you playing with my child and my child name and my name, and then hell no, your ass will be fired and look for another job.
Facts. Yeah, no. Especially at the school.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, because I can remember growing up, honestly, school was my safe zone. That was my safe zone. I knew what to expect. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my like 6, 7, 8 hours with the fucking bus ride. It was like almost 9 because, oh Lord, they started the busing in Tennessee, and yeah, it was interesting. But that was my safe. That was like, the safe spot. I knew there wasn't going to be any like crazy ass shit going on.
That made me so mad.
I be forgetting Pika's older than me sometimes.
Shut up, Chico.
Me and her are so close. I be forgetting sometimes.
They're gonna start arguing now.
No, we're not. No, we're not giving y'all that show.
Oh, absolutely not. Me and Chico ain't gonna argue like that. Like
we'll take
no.
that shit off the internet. We're not like you bitches.
They're saying that you're crackling again. God damn, I swear. It's always got to be the first time too, and it gives them such trouble.
Ooh, is it me?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna exit and then come back.
Autumn, I'm in my late 30s. I'm about to be 40. I know I don't look like it, but I promise
She
I
looks like
am.
she's
Yeah.
in her 20s. This shit's out of control. For Pika to take a link, I know this.
It is. Especially Pika, because I know how important it is for Pika to remain anonymous on this platform, and because I y'all know we're close. I know her struggles, and I know what she's been through in life. So her even coming up here to speak, y'all don't understand. That took a lot of courage for her, because I know what she has went through. And for her to come up here and actually state how she feels, that takes a lot of fucking balls. It does. It takes a lot of balls to come up here in front of people in the chat, but when let's be 100, you really don't know these people, and you don't know how they'll respond to you when you're speaking your mind. So I shout outs to Pika, man, because that took a lot of courage for her.
Yep. She did great too.
She did.
Aaron, I'm wondering. I can't prove that it's a real teacher though. You know how they run with anything. I can't vet that it's an actual teacher. So if it is, yeah, there's absolutely, KB. Sure can. I sure can. Ugh. Yeah, I don't believe or trust him either. Pika, I adore your brave heart. Chico, I love your spirit. Nonsense, thanks for being so grounded. Thanks to all of you. Casual Art, thank you for the support.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a teacher, y'all, but I know how my response would be if it is a teacher for real. That motherfucker wouldn't have no job. That's just what it is. Period.
I'd be finding out. I'd be finding out, trust and believe, if it was, because those are privacy laws. A lot of times kids that are going through struggles will confide in teachers.
Yeah.
They will, because it's somebody outside, a third party. That's why I appreciate our teachers so much. Educators are so much more than just teaching math lessons. A lot of those teachers, especially during lockdown, child abuse rates skyrocketed because stress in the homes. Like, some of the times that's the only kids' meals in a day is going to school. Breakfast, lunch, that's the only hot meals they get during the day. Like, that's real shit for a lot of people. And to have that kind of invasion of privacy and even think that a teacher could be reaching out to a YouTuber is too much.
Well, we already crossed the line with the neighbors. I'm sorry. We've been crossed the line. We've been, well, not us, but y'all know what I'm saying. Folks have been crossed the line with this case.
That was in March.
I just, like I said, if it was my family, I'd probably be on the news and I'd probably be smiling on my mugshot just because I got the satisfaction that I wanted out of the situation. Because to where I'm from, y'all know I'm from Memphis, and I don't hide my past. It is what it is. I made choices I made, but there's just certain things you do not do. And when it comes to disrespect, that is something I do not handle well at all. I feel like you're playing in my face. And when I feel like you're playing in my face, that's when I really get wild and I'ma check you, bitch. I am. That's the mentality that I have. That's because where I'm from, if you don't check the shit, you gonna be a weak ass bitch and folks gonna constantly fuck with you. So you have to draw the line and be like, nah, you got me so fucked up. So with what they're doing, it is straight disrespect. And I'm sorry, I would not be able to handle it because you're basically sitting here playing in my face and saying, fuck you, what you gonna do about it? And the person that I am, I'm gonna show you what the fuck I'm gonna do about it. Watch. And some people in Tennessee actually roll like that. That's why we keep saying people are playing dangerous games and you really don't. Yeah, we cool. We'll love on you. But some people do not realize what other people are going through. And when you may be across a motherfucker on the wrong fucking day, they may have been mad as hell already up there to their top and can't deal with shit. And then you come across them and then they snap out on your ass. Think about what this family has been through. Think of all of the shit that they've been holding in. How much longer y'all think they can keep holding this shit in?
I can't even imagine. I can't even. 1 second. Sammy, what fucking chat? Tell that ass to come over here and say that to me. Because when she's asking for information on Katie's friend Lori, trying to get all the background information, get it sent over to her, and she's sitting by people that just doxed my buddy Duchess and put her house up. And I've been calling that shit out. When she's sitting with her buddies, Spanky and others that are putting the floor plans of Katie and Chris out on websites, they're just about as real life as the rest of them. So she can fuck all the way out of here. But what chat she in? Tell that big bad bitch to come over here and tell me that to my face.
Oh, I love debate. Let's debate. Oh shit, I gotta.
She's too scared. She won't fucking click a link. I could drop her a link and she ain't gonna say shit.
I love a debate. I love a debate.
I'm supposed to get in the middle of all their fucking creator to creator drama, but I'll keep my energy focused on the creators that continue to go real life on these families and call it true crime. This ain't true crime. Not at all. Derek, that did a video on this case, Oh God, never mind. Yeah, of course she is. Of course she's popping her fucking beak over there because never mind.
Whatever. A deflection, a distraction, whatever. Anyway, what I
Exactly.
was saying,
Fucking liars.
for a teacher to go that far, even if I don't know, because y'all know how these folks be lying for what. Because, like I said, at this point, I don't even think it's for the money, the views, none of that.
Thank you, Sammy.
I think some people just want to sensationalize this case. Well, really, there's nothing there to. Either he walked away or somebody took him.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many options outside of the family. And until law enforcement gives us any indication that the family's involved, leave it be. Leave it fucking be. Like they can't do that. Oh, Sammy.
That's all they can do, because I've come to learn, when you have logic and you have logical questions, you don't have to be rude. You don't have to be a bitch. You don't have to do any of that. I've come to learn, especially on this app, when you try to talk to someone like you have sense and you're trying to ask logical questions, they're going to hit you with the deflection and call you every name in the book. Instead of just answering the damn question, they can't. They deflect. And that's what a lot of these creators are doing. They can't be called out on their shit. Like me, call me out on my shit. I don't mind. Help correct me.
What shit?
That's what I'm saying. If I've done something, call me out on it.
That's what I was gonna say. Well, like, what shit you be doing? Because you don't do shit.
Call me out on it. But a lot of people can't have that discourse. They can't. They cannot handle that. Exactly. You get blocked for asking a fucking logical question, and it blows my mind. I'm not trying to call you dumb, ma'am. I'm just trying to understand your damn logic. It's crazy. The logic on this damn fuck tube, that's what I call it now, fuck tube, because that's what it is. It's a bunch of bullshit and fuckery, and a lot of games are being played. And the end of the day, it doesn't help. Well, never. That's because they can't. What you gonna talk about? Everything that they tried to throw in my face, I've admitted, and I flipped it back on their ass. What can they say? I've been admitted that I've been a recovering addict. Been done that. Been there, done that. I own my shit, and hopefully I can encourage others to go get help. So I own that from the jump. I've had a past, a street life. I've owned that from the jump. Shit, I've went through court, on that from the jump. Everything I've fucking done, I have owned from the jump. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't lie. For what?
Yeah. None of these fools are going to find Sebastian. No. And yeah. This is why I just and the fact that they get so pissed off about people pushing back on the misinformation. Do you know how much harm, real life harm, it's causing in these cases? Look at Joshua McCoy. I jumped on that when they started to use that tragedy and try to paint the mom in a narrative and make up the rumors right away. Thank God they stopped and they haven't gone back to it. But they will anything that they can get to pick up and go. They don't care about the damage being done because this isn't their real lives. It's like a game to them. But then as soon as somebody corrects them on their bullshit, it's, oh my God, they're going real life on me or all this shit. Bull fucking shit. You're going real life on the victims of a missing child, a victim and their family every fucking day. I'm so sick of this. Oh, don't do this to me. You're doing it to his family every day. And then you expect me to call out. Nah, fuck out of here. I'm over it.
None of these, like she said, none of these people will find Sebastian. And I'm not saying that to be negative. I'm saying that as the truth. When you got real woodsmen and real hunters out there looking for this boy and they can't find him and they know that terrain like the back of their damn hand, does that tell you something?
Sophia, I saw that. That's what I'm saying is they didn't, you see that they left it alone though. And so they left it alone because they were going to head that way until we started pushing back that let law enforcement do their job. That's what it should have been. Silence until law enforcement comes out with the facts. It's so gross. And unfortunately, that's a sad story.
It is. And at the end of the day, it's the parents that hurt. I feel for all three of them. Like I've said it numerous times, I don't appreciate half the shit Seth has said and put out. I don't
No,
appreciate half the shit he has insinuated and tried to hint at. I don't. But at the end of the day, he still has a child that's missing. And I tried to give grace to all three parents. But of course,
look at that. Her live for tonight. Sebastian's teacher's concerns and more on the hoodie guy theory.
here we go.
Can you imagine if this was one of her? Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to say that because she'll say it's dog whistling.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
This is a real life child.
They don't care. Because at the end of the day, if they gave a fuck about these kids, I still have yet to see any of them post a black missing child in this state. And my challenge still stands on that when I challenged y'all back in February and March and April. How many times have I challenged these folks? Because I know I've said it numerous times in plenty of folks' chats. I challenge people because I have. So make sure you go to my page and go to community posts because I have.
You
challenge y'all to post a missing child of color. I don't care if it's black, Mexican, Hispanic, whatever. I challenge y'all to post that.
I'm just fucking over it. Yes, sane. Sebastian has a right to privacy. Absolutely. This is gross. Look at Julie's new one. Oh my God. You guys are just trying to get me canceled now. Oh my fucking God. Okay.
Steph, I know. That's why I keep challenging. I challenged Dog Ass when he came in this. Dog, what child have you found? And I challenged his ass to post a black child or a child, any child. You know what? No, they won't do that. Nobody will.
Your screen.
What the fuck is this? Nope. No, you gonna get me canceled. I cannot do this, bitch. She triggers me.
I know. I'm not playing it. I'll wait until you're gone so you don't.
This bitch.
Never say never. I'll drop her a link anytime. She ain't got the balls to come up here and speak to me face to face. Because of the first thing I would ask her is, what the fuck is she thinking? If this was one of her kids, what would she be doing? Would she want this done to her? Would she want kicked over and over again when she's laying on the ground, missing her child, accused of the most heinous things? Oh, I'm not doing that though. But you're allowing people on your panel to say they hit the fucking body. You're allowing people to say that they're child abusers without any proof.
Yes.
Pen, which email? No, if you're talking from the family, no.
This lady here though. Never mind. Let me shut up. I ain't gonna say that on live. Never mind. She playing with fire. Does she not realize that?
She ain't the only one. All of them are.
Well, yeah, but she really playing with that. She really is.
Oh, Pen, no, I haven't checked my emails.
And I'll be glad. I ain't gonna lie. I'll be glad if they all get fucking sued. I ain't gonna lie about that. If a damn lawsuit come flying out of somewhere, I would be over here. I'd be the first one to go live and start laughing my ass off. I'm petty. I'm petty as shit. I would be laughing my ass off and pointing and saying, "I told you so. I told you, bitch. Stop playing."
Mm. I swear, I'm over this shit.
Oh yeah, karma. And folks wonder why they always going through shit. And folks wonder why shit always going wrong for them. It's called karma, y'all.
SS, I've wondered that myself about Julie. She's the stepmom to a dad with autistic kids. Wonder what the personal grief she has playing out in this case with Seth and Katie. I've wondered that myself. With Julie, I feel like it's something personal. A lot of these people, I feel like it's personal.
Yeah. I was about to say the same thing. It's something personal.
It's weird. It's weird personal. Right, Lurker?
I think between the book and her trying to get herself out there as a autism parent expert.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things that she's doing. And she knows what she's doing. Ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. Cause the way she doubles down on certain shit, she knows what she be doing. But I think some of it stems from her trying. She could sit here and say all day it's not for clout and views or whatever. But ma'am, it is, because at the end of the day, you're endorsing yourself. That book, which I'm not knocking your book, if it's if it's viable information, good job. But not every case is the same. You're comparing cases to where kids was abused and shit to Sebastian's, and you ain't even seen no damn CPS reports. That's a problem. Y'all just going around slandering these folks. That's a problem. Because if I went around and said you did some foul shit to your child, or you did blah, blah, blah to your child, y'all would be mad. First off, you be mad I even brought your child up.
Fuck out of
It's
here.
the fucking hypocrisy for me.
Oh, girl. It's thick. It's thick. I'm so fucking over it. I am. These grown folk. But then tell me I'm wrong on this. They use the genre of true crime to go real life on these victims and their families on the fucking daily, and nobody says things. But yet I'm not supposed to be calling out these people for doing this to the victims and their families. I'm supposed to be minding the drama over here because, for some reason I need to. Don't look at me, look over here. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Granny, anything's a threat and incitement to that fucking weak spine, fucking thin skinned, dumb twat. Fucking so over it.
Nonsense is through. Nonsense is done with these bitches.
I
feel you,
y'all, I'm as fucked up as everybody else. I have a fucked up life. We just get through. We deal with our struggles, but there ain't no fucking way I'm gonna sit there and kick the family of a missing child on the fucking daily for what? For what? You know how many things out here I'd love to talk about? I fucking love to talk about cult shit. Love it. That's amazing to me. Unfortunately, there's victims in that too. But the fact is the longer they keep on this, I'm going to keep on their fucking necks. You're damn right. Because somebody needs to, because laws have to change to protect these families. And all these people out here saying they correct. No, the fuck they don't. Who's correcting misinformation on this case anymore?
Nobody but you.
Nobody's pushing back.
Nobody but you.
They claim they care about these families and see. And then how dare we talk about it? I'm one of the, I don't fucking care what people say anymore. I don't care. I'm just.
I get it. I get it. I understand. I do. And to see people act the way they have acted with this case and treated law enforcement the way they have, treated searchers the way they have, treated people who have actually tried to help the way they have. And people wonder why a lot of people have backed away from this case and won't even talk about it. This is why.
Duchess, if one of her kids went missing tomorrow, I wouldn't fucking say a word negative.
No.
Guaranteed. Because there's, but fuck out of here. Everybody else, well, not everybody else. A lot of people wouldn't. But her buddies would be the first ones to exploit her grief. Her friends. They don't care. It's just gotten so, and it's not just her. Like, I don't want to get lost in the weeds here. Julie is dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. Calling law enforcement. What Nick is doing is dangerous.
How many times has she called now?
3 that I know of.
That's and with frivolous ass bullshit too, huh? Out here just wasting resources. Yeah.
You know what you would do? You would share out the flyers and do anything that you could to help. That's the difference. You know what I have to say this about Granny though. Granny is one of the very few creators that I have said, or that I've heard say, I don't like BJ for this, this, and this, but she ain't responsible for this, this, and this. This was a whole other group of people, and she didn't do this, this, and this. I got to give credit where credit is due. Like, but it's just an enemy of my enemy is my friend. I'm over it all. People are going so low anymore on this app. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I didn't think we could go as low as we went. But every time I turn around, somebody, man, we're fucking playing limbo around this bitch at this point.
Yeah. Yep.
I can't do it. I'm not gonna do it. I don't even have the energy anymore.
I have my little clique, and yeah, I'm a cliquey bitch. Okay. Now I just have my handful of few people that I talk to, but we talk about a lot of shit. Oh, poor Duchess. I send her thumbnails every night, like 15 of them. I'm like, look it, because it's nonstop. They all just fire up and go at once. Chico messages me, checking on me and the family. Pika, checking on me and the family. I check on them. I'm not very good at it all the time. We talk about life, a lot of things outside of YouTube, and it's just to watch people destroy each other, let alone. That's why it doesn't shock me though that people are destroying each other, because I watch them do this to these families at their worst time. If you can really honestly go to bed at night, even remotely implying that somebody's responsible for harming their child and putting that off to thousands of people and being proud of yourself, running with narratives to implicate somebody that you have no proof of. If you can sleep in bed, we are not the same and never will be. I couldn't. Nope. I've never hated somebody I've never been so miserable in my life to want to watch people be destroyed like that. Never. And I've disliked a few motherfuckers in my life. Never wished on their downfall like these people do on complete strangers, ever. If I considered you a friend at one point in time or somebody that I valued, I walk the fuck away and that's it. But to watch people destroy strangers that they've never met, never spent a day with in real life, don't know their struggles, don't know any of what they've gone through, to kick them, like, it is sad. It's a sad reality. Crazy.
And for what? For
For
some
what?
clicks, some views, some subs, a couple thousand subs to tune in. You done sold your morals integrity for YouTube.
I keep checking my YouTube. As soon as we get that, I get that option, we got to decide on our. I'm so excited to be able to do something for charities. Truly. It's the only reason I care to even hit 10K. I want to do something for mental health or veterans or something. Missing children, whatever we can do.
And I respect that because I don't see nobody else doing that shit. I see, never. That ain't none of my damn business. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't understand the fucked up ass thinking that some people have and thinking that it's okay. I don't understand the logic of, well, you can't hold me responsible for what somebody said on my panel. Fuck that. You and your mods run that channel. And if you allow that type of shit on your panel, that's a reflection on you.
Yep.
Just like if I said some shit, y'all would, just like I know, that would be a reflection on nonsense or Peak or whoever. So I don't understand that logic. Like I didn't say it, so why? No, take ownership, take responsibility. That's your shit. That's you control. No, you can't control what comes out of people's mouth, but you can control the tone of the chat. You can say, look, subs, we're not going to be on that disrespectful ass shit tonight. If you are, you're going to get timed out. You constantly do it. You get blocked, whatever. There's ways to do it. You choose not to.
You guys do a damn good job over here. I'm the Walmart greeter fucking mod.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't care who come over here. You come over here and rock out. As long as you're respectful, that's all I really give a damn about. If you want to have an intellectual discourse with somebody, you have to be respectful. You come over here on that rah-rah shit, we're not going to get anywhere. I keep saying this. Take your emotions out of conversations.
Bitch, guess what? It's
What?
up. It's up. I can go through it now and figure it out. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Create a fundraiser or join a fundraiser. Wee-hoo. Sorry.
Yes, yeah, Dutch. Like you set the tone for your chat. You do. Like my chat, they know don't come in there with shit that go on in somebody else's shit. I'm sorry. I support who I support. I go wherever the fuck I want to. I don't speak negative on nobody unless I just really don't like your ass, like Betty. Yeah.
I think your guys' buttons are broken. Check your buttons. Somebody's hitting the wrong buttons.
No, they showing out. That's what they do.
Are. K Miller, thank you for the 20 gifted memberships. That Michelle, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. True Love has four paws. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Thank you guys. Holy shit. Thank you guys.
As creators, we set that tone. And absolutely you can set that tone for your chat. So I don't want to hear that excuse. Well, I can't control. No, you can't, but you can let a bitch know, hey, you say that shit again, you getting up out of here.
Music City Mom, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. You guys, your buttons are broken.
No, girl, let them do what they do. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. She don't know how to accept it, so I'll accept it for her. Shit, keep doing what y'all are doing, okay?
Okay, but when we do our, I'm just setting the tone right now because I am that bitch. When we do a fundraising stream, we ain't gonna be talking shit. We're gonna be doing something. I'm gonna find something about something cool, fun, funny, something, and do something good with the fundraising stream though. I'll get that set up and we'll do that. Thank you guys. Oh my God.
Show out, y'all. Show out. I got
Kind of
y'all.
propaganda. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Angel of Virtue, thank you for the gifted memberships. 5 gifted memberships. Everybody's gonna be green over here, and they're gonna be like, I don't even like that bitch.
Welcome to the green team.
Now you might get booted.
Was it more enthusiastic this time?
Welcome to the cabana, where the island. Welcome to Fire Island, where we set shit on fire on our own and don't give 2 fucks about it. It's been burning. We just pour gasoline on it on our own.
No, for real. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for showing that love to Nonsense, because she does deserve it. She doesn't think she do, but she does. Because the time, the energy, the effort she put into stuff like this, I couldn't do it. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I can't. I don't have the patience for it. But she does. She has the heart for this. She has the balls to push back and say, you know what? Nah, bitch, you wrong. You failed. So I'm glad I'm glad y'all are showing y'all appreciation, because she does deserve it, y'all. She really do. So thank y'all.
Lauren, thank you so much for the gift and memberships. Holy shit.
Now, I'm gonna let you bask in this, because I gotta feed my dogs and get ready for Duchess Live a little bit later.
I gotta go clear the whiteboard off. I gotta sit in the office for that one, because we got the whiteboard out.
So I gotta get ready. Yeah.
Thank you, Chico, for everything.
If y'all, I think Nonsense will be on panel. I don't know who else will be with us, but we'll be on panel with Dutchie tonight. So
we'll be
make
on there
sure
with
y'all
Dutchess.
tune in.
Yes,
But
please.
y'all have a good night. I'm gonna feed the babies really quick so I can be ready for Dutchess Live. So
Go feed those babies.
I'll talk to you later, chick. You deserve it, okay?
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Kay Miller, thank you so much for the 20 gifted memberships. And True Love has 4 paws. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. You guys are doing too much. Truly. Thank you guys. I when I say Jinx, thank you for the $5 super sticker. When I say I wouldn't be here without you guys, I really wouldn't. Like, if it wasn't for you guys, I just talk the shit. And when I say it's really, for some reason, this is the way my brain works. Going and pulling clips and having a good memory at times is a blessing and a curse at the same time. Mercedes girl, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you with mom? NFT, welcome to the island. Yeah, I do. Sammy, it makes me uncomfortable. It does. It makes me really uncomfortable. I'm just an asshole with a YouTube channel. My mods do amazing. If it wasn't for the mods, you guys don't even understand. Like, a lot of these girls have been here from jump with me when I didn't even know how to give a wrench. And when I say they carry crowbars, they carry crowbars. These people believe in what they say. Like, they don't just talk shit. They're not just here to look cute and get ass pats in a chat. They believe in what they say. If they say it, they believe in it. And that's what I appreciate. We don't always agree on everything, and we can have hard, honest discussions. But I just can't imagine if this was being done to my family. My family's been through some shit. Straight up shit. I can't imagine having this done to my family. I'd be straight up in jail. I would be. I'd be in jail. You're bringing the matches? We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning. I appreciate you guys, Elizabeth. I don't have a choice. I can't. Well, I don't know how to stop it on StreamYard. Up to good. Thank you for the gifted memberships. Welcome to the cabana. I really appreciate you guys. Yes, please come hang out with us at Duchess's. I'll save the rest of what we're going to go over today for tomorrow. All I was going to show was Pika and Duchess. Thank you. Or Pika and Chico. Thank you for coming up. I was going to show you guys this. I'll show you guys really quick. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Once again, from Nick's posts, Crime Time Buzz turned it into breaking news, alarming new info, overnight developments, and concocted more stories with it. It's just every day, all day long. That's all they're doing all day long. Oh, Mercedes girl, let me go back up there. I would be in jail. We'd all be in jail together. Sorry, I gotta go find Mercedes girl's comment and make sure. Oh no, Mercedes girl, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you guys are there though. Right? Never say never. I just have a normal life just like everybody else. That's it. Nothing special over here. We've all gone through our shit. We've all had our struggles. It's what life is. LFT, roll tide. Thank you for being a member. Okay, tonight, switching gears. For those of you that really do like the true crime side of things and mysterious disappearances and missing persons cases that are not straightforward, there's a lot of questions. Duchess will be doing a live tonight on Paul Flores missing from, well, he's missing in Oregon. That's the last place he was seen. And there are a lot of there's very many moving pieces to that story. It's a really wild case. It's sad because he's been missing since July. But she's going to do a deeper dive into it tonight, and I'm going to pull the whiteboard out, and we're going to go through it all. Hartley, you've been around way before I ever came on this app, and your clips get me through a lot. Alma, do you want a link? Would you like a link, Alma? If you would, of course you can come on panel. I don't want you getting cussed out again, though. Okay, sending you, I'm dropping a link in the chat for you. Absolutely, because I don't want Alma getting any crap at all. I've never spoke to Alma, so never. Take your time. Oh, Elizabeth, I've heard that. Mal's told me she is one of the kindest humans. A lot of you guys know who she is. You need to learn how to do talk to text. You know what I said the other day? I said I was messaging Am and I was like, don't mind me. I'm text to talking. And then I was like, well, that was backwards. That was completely backwards. I don't know. It's so disheartening in this whole sphere. A lot of times, like, there was a lot of people that stood against what was happening to victims and their families. And now it seems like it's a free-for-all. And I don't know. I lose hope a lot of days. Oh, no. Homie, yes. Layla and Holland Snap. Yeah. Layla Santinello and Holland Snap. All right. Adding you to the stage.
Hi,
Hello.
nonsense. Hi. I'm so sorry. It's going to be a little bit noisy. Let me get in my car.
You're okay.
Because I'm at work. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Thank you so much for allowing me to come to your panel.
Of course.
And I am so sorry that I know that what I'm going to talk about is totally off the subject.
You're okay.
Number one, it's not going to take too long. Number one, I want to apologize once again because I know that you probably didn't know that I was a little bit of an ass, making fun of you in private, of course, never in public, without knowing you. So my apologies again.
I appreciate that, but it's unnecessary because I can be an ass.
Yes, and another thing is, I just want to make a clarification. Yes, I was a mod for Brittany, and a bunch of us left stopped being her mods. And I just want to clarify. I know that we're being right now recorded, and whatever I say is going to go to her. I just don't want to talk, and I don't want to say anything against her or against anybody. I have absolutely nothing to say, good or bad. I just want to clarify that whoever is sending clips from the private chat to whoever they're sending them, I just want to make sure that she knows that it's none of the mods that left with me. And I'm sure that she's not going to believe it, but I know the people that I hanging out with, and I can vouch for them. I know that probably just for the fact that I am talking to you right now, my word is not going to mean anything, but I don't care. I just want to make sure that people know that Combat Bet, Ahí Vamos, Starlight, hold on one second. Miss Kim, and
I think she'll be right back. Uh-oh. Maybe not.
hello?
Oh, there you are. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry
good.
about that.
No,
Yeah,
you're
I
good.
just want, and I just want to make sure that that we're not being blamed for something that we're not going to go along. I have nothing. Like I said, I have absolutely nothing to say bad, good or bad for about Britney. So I just wanted to clarify that. I know it's not going to be. It's not going to be. It's not going to mean anything to anybody. But I just want to make sure that my girls are not being blamed for something that we don't go that low. We
Well,
really.
just so you know, I didn't know that anybody was being blamed for sending messages. Nobody, not one of her ex mods has ever sent me private messages between her and anybody.
I know it's not to you. It's to Jessica.
Yeah.
So I I don't know Jessica. I don't know how to get in touch with her. I can probably chat. I know that some of my friends have make comments on the chat. But listen, this is a free world that we can all go wherever we please.
Absolutely.
As long as it's with respect and it's really I just wanted to make sure that that's out there. I know it's gonna be clip. I know that somebody's clipping this right now, so please pass this along to Brittany and tell her that I absolutely have nothing against her, and we have no ill will for her or for anybody. As a matter of fact. So thank you for letting me come to clarify and give my piece. And once again, I apologize for being an ass.
No, I truly, I don't hate her. Like, it's not, and I know I say mean things about her because of the way she treats families. I just don't understand it. Will never understand it. I can be an ass. So well deserved. I've definitely deserved to be called an ass. I've been called a lot worse than that. please don't feel like you have to apologize anymore.
No, I know, but you know, when it's one thing is being calling somebody an ass, and another one is making fun of the people's appearances. And if that's, I have to learn. I have to learn that I'm not one to make fun of anybody, because I'm not like a piece of meat to be looking at. So,
Started on this app with the nickname of Mrs. Doubtfire. Then it went to the Hulk. Then it went to a male's private part for a nose. Then it went to my shoulders are too broad. I have been called everything but Becky on this app. So I appreciate it, but truly, like, I am probably the most self-deprecating person and crack jokes on myself.
No, and I said once again, and you know, Brittany, I know Brittany for a while. She is a good person. She has a good heart. The problem is she's hanging it with the wrong people, and she don't see that. So, you know, there's people that learn by others telling them their life experiences, and some other ones we have to learn by our own experiences. So, you know, it's I have that's the only thing that I wanted to say. And once again, I really appreciate you giving me this time to come up to panel, and because I don't want to go anywhere, and I feel okay. Yes, sometimes you're a little bit too honest, and
I'm very honest,
but I feel a little bit safer here to go than going somewhere else. So thank you. Thank you.
Anytime. You're welcome here anytime. And I'm sorry that I am very blunt and brutal. And
no, that's okay. You know, you're you. You can listen. Like, who are we to tell people to change? And you are you, and you're doing your job, and I respect you for that.
I appreciate that. Thank you for coming up. And
okay, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. I hope nothing comes ill.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to give my piece. I don't want any of my girls to be receiving any other calls asking for information, because there's absolutely nothing to give. So I just want to make sure that you know, I protect my friends, and so I want to make sure that they are protected, and
I understand that
we're not being accused of things that we haven't done.
I understand that completely. I respect that.
Okay.
Thank you. So much.
Okay, have a good day.
You too. Thank you, Emma.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Well, that was really sweet. That was really sweet of her. I've heard, just so everybody knows, I didn't know who Elma was. I wasn't in the know because before this case, and even then, I don't sit and watch her chat and like point out, like, that's not what's important to me. It's the harm that's being done to the victims. So a lot of the mods that have, I couldn't have told you that those mods left. I didn't know who they were. I have heard nothing but incredible things. Mal has told me incredible things about Alma. Yeah, I care about my subs, but I don't really pay attention to like their chats. I'll notice people saying horrible things or lies and stuff, but everybody has consistently said the same things. The respect that Alma has shown, that across the board, says a lot about who she is. So yeah, Granny, I don't even know what's I'm kind of in the dark on this, but it sounds like last night she must have blamed mods for releasing stuff on her. Yeah, unfortunately, people get caught up in the wrong groups a lot of times, and I've always thought that her panel and a lot of the people that condone this stuff are oftentimes, like, if the people around me condoned when I was doing stupid shit, it would be a problem. Unfortunately, I seem to attract people kind of like myself that will push back and disagree with me openly. In fact, I texted one of them and said today, so other half's busy and you're at work, so I'm out here lighting fires with no control. And she laughed. But I'm the first one to tattle on myself, always. So I'm sorry for all of the mods. I have not, Okay, and this does not, I'm not trying to say this to sound cocky or anything, but I have not had a fallout with a group of mods like this. I have not experienced this. Thankfully, a lot of my mods will openly disagree with me. Some of them I talk to in private will disagree with me. I've never had any mods like release stuff on me. I mean, even if they did, it's shit that I say out here publicly. So I don't know what this is like. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a lot. So I'm sure it's a rough place to go through. We don't have a mod chat or a Discord, unlike she likes to say. So there's that too. All right. Is there anything else that needs to be addressed before I get off here? Anybody else want to say anything? You guys can always tell me. I'm glad that she did that, and I'm glad that I caught it. Gentrex, that's sad. Oh, Granny. Okay. They sent stuff for court. Totally understand. And one thing I do want to mention too. So I want to make a big clarification on FOIA and things. So FOIAs are Freedom of Information Act. So I know that people came to me and asked me if I had the FOIA of Brittany's calls. No, I was told that people were going to FOIA it for potential, and this is not from Granny. Let me be very clear. This was not from Granny at all. I told you guys about this a while ago. So that they were going to FOIA it to be ready for potential court. I do not know the status of that. If they did that, I have not FOIA'd anything on her. But I am not like, if you are in, unfortunately, if you are in court, yeah, not from Granny or Granny's mods. No, that's not. But if you are if you are making declarations in a court filing that you are being threatened and harassed and then making phone calls, that's kind of an expectation. I doubt it will come out publicly, but it probably will be in a response, I would assume. That would be my legal brain that's not so legal kicking in. But I would never, like, I'm not FOIAing people, and I'm not releasing, even if I actually advise the person not to do that. So that's where I stand on it. But here, they're everywhere. I was told it was being done, and it's not by Granny or Granny's mods. So there's that. Yes, Lauren, exactly. For court purposes, expectation would be there, I'm assuming. What a day, right? Autumn, crazy day. Any other questions before I get out of here? Bella is doing okay. She's napping per usual. You guys want to see the cutest picture ever this morning I took? Kenzie doesn't even know I took it. You want to see her little turkeys? Look at them. Protect and sis. Isn't that cute? Isn't that super cute how they just lay on top of her and watch me like, don't come near our mama. Yeah, that'll be a court thing for sure. Absolutely. Isn't that cute though? They just sit on her and like watch her. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Join us in Duchess. She's probably eating. Hold on, let me go. I think she dropped the link. I hope you guys join us over on her channel though, because if you really do like the puzzles and trying to piece together, this is no missing child case, or this is a missing adult. Let me be very clear. In an hour, let me share it one more time. It's a very complicated story with a lot of moving pieces. I feel horribly. So, but it's a very interesting case. Very, very interesting case. So I hope you guys don't join us at Duchess's tonight. And we will get the whiteboard out. And oh, Pika, thank you for coming up. Thank you guys all for the support. And I will get together with some of my mods. I'm going to do something like not heavy, not misinformation correcting to do a fundraiser too. I'll find 5 charities and then I'll drop it in. You guys can vote on who we want to do to support for a charity. Absolutely. Anytime, Ella. Anytime. I'm sorry that is going on though. I think that's probably an expectation of some creators too, that they think everybody turns on them like that. I have not experienced that with people that have left her really. I mean, a few in the past, but not. You're making a security cam debunk video? Oh, goodness. That'll be great, though, because you make good debunking videos. All right. I will see you guys in an hour. Thank you once again for all the support. And T, we got to do that. I'll text you, though. We got to wait for like a week and a half to do that. I'll text you and tell you why. All right. See you guys soon. Bye.